more information on that. Memories on the mountain.
Alan, you mentioned here the second game of conference. This is almost sort of a second season here for the Flames here to run conference play throughout now through the end of the year.
Max Morgan will kick off for Liberty on the year. 16 kickoffs and 6 touchbacks. And deep to receive for Nick Henry. 5 kick returns, averaging 10 yards per return. And also back deep to receive for UTEP is Wandame Davis Jr. He's one of their wide receivers. And he does not have a return yet this year. Max Morgan will kick it off from our right to left here in the Sun Bowl. Very windy here. A beautiful setting for college football, and Max twice now has had to put the football back on the tee as it's blown off twice. He might have to have somebody come and hold it for him.
Is this windier than it was?
There it is again. No, same.
About the same?
Same. Yeah. And that's the third time the ball has been knocked off the tee. So Dexter Ricks Jr., number 20, will hold it for Max Morgan. We'll get this kickoff underway here. So Max will back up around the 25. And Henry and Davis Jr. back to receive. Here comes the kickoff, and it's a boomer. He kicked that one all the way to Albuquerque. That's going to bounce behind the goalpost, and a touchback for UTEP.
Well, that's one of the things we talked with him about in the pregame show is that thin, high-altitude air. You can really get some extra oomph from those kicks tonight.
Find that with a tailwind, and it's a good recipe.
Malachi Nelson, 6'3", 193 pounds. He's the quarterback, wears number 7. And actually, he will not start tonight. It'll be Skylar Locklear, number 9, will take the first snaps. Clayton, North Carolina native, redshirt junior, playing in his 3rd ball game. So the first play will be a handoff up the middle. And right between the hash marks, up around the 27-yard line. Gain of 3 as Bryce Dixon makes the stop. So Bryce Locklear, or Skylar Locklear, pardon me, the quarterback for UTEP, number 9 in blue. Lines up in the shotgun, 2nd down and 7. One receiver left. Shotgun snap to Locklear, throws middle, pass caught at the 31, dropped right there by Joe Carter. Catch made by Kenny Odom, their leading receiver. Coming in with 24 catches now for the redshirt junior from Savannah, Georgia. Now it's 3rd down and 3. Opening drive of the game at the UTEP 32 as they move left to right. Snap to Locklear. Throws left side, caught by one of the tight ends. 1st down and more. A couple of broken tackles up near the 41-yard line. Goes Judah Izinwa. Redshirt junior tight end makes his 3rd catch of the year. Eli August on the far side of the field makes the stop on the numbers, but a 3rd and 3 converted by Izinwa. And up-tempo go the Miners. 1st down play action. Locklear airs it down the field, and a receiver tripped up. No flag is out. That was Kenny Odom as he was chest-to-chest with Christian Bodner. And incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The head coach of the Miners, Scotty Walden, said we're not going enough up-tempo. He wants to see his offense play with more pace, and we've seen that so far in this opening drive. Just about 90 seconds gone, no score. 2nd down and 10 from the UTEP 43 as they move left to right. One receiver wide to the left, the open field to the right for Locklear. Claps the hands, takes a snap. Play action, up top left sideline, and overshoots his intended receiver. That was Jalen Brown, the redshirt freshman from Nacogdoches, Texas. Damon Harmon looking for a good bounce-back game. Didn't play his best at Old Dominion, and it was on the coverage there to bring up 3rd down and 10.
A couple of deep shots here early on from the Miners trying to take advantage of this one-on-one coverage from the Flames in the secondary.
Ball's on the left hash. Ivan Escobar is the center. He's over the football. Flames will show blitz. Here it comes. 3rd down. Locklear chased out of the pocket and will throw it near side. Pass to be caught at the 40 and up around the 45-yard line. Joe Carter And Maureen Williams make the stop on the catch by Hassan Wilson. It'll be a gain of about 2 to bring up now 4th down and 8. And a punting situation for UTEP. Good defensive stand there for Liberty after UTEP got the ball up around midfield. Reese Smith will be deep to receive the punt of Noah Botsford, who's a transfer from Temple and Valdosta State. Good snap back to Botsford and gets a good tight spiral. It'll bounce over Reese Smith at the 5 and out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Nice punt. As Scotty Walden, the head coach of the Miners, daps up Noah Botsford. We got a timeout on the field with 12:53 left in the first quarter. No score. Liberty Crackett points coming up after this timeout from Van Wagner in the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
The Journey is sponsored in part by A.G. Jefferson Opticians of Lynchburg, locally owned and operated since 1940. A.G. Jefferson specializes in prescription eyeglasses, contacts, sunglasses, and children's eyewear. They also provide adjustments and repairs, accept most insurances, and welcome senior citizens and college students. Located at the intersection of Wards Road and Sheffield Drive in Lynchburg, A.G. Jefferson Opticians can be reached at 434-846-3937 or at agjeffersoneyeglasses.com.
Bojangles is an underwriting partner of this Liberty Flames Sports Network broadcast on The Journey. Bojangles is a regional restaurant chain founded in 1977 with locations throughout the Lynchburg area, including Wards Road and Timberlake Road. Bojangles serves chicken, fixins, and biscuits made at each location. Thanks to Bojangles for their support of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Bojangles, it's bow time.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
No score, Liberty and UTEP. Our keys to the game tonight brought to you by our good friends at Lynchburg Nissan. For me, Liberty establish some sort of a running attack and get this Flames offense going in the right direction here. Ethan Vasco will make the start for Liberty after missing the last game and a half. Banged up against James Madison in the second quarter back on September 20th. Missed the second half of that game and the entire Old Dominion game. From the 6, Liberty will march right to left. Von Blue, the tailback behind Vasco in the shotgun. Juju Gray also in the backfield. Snap to Vasco. Play action from the end zone. He'll throw near side, wide open. Juju Gray out of the backfield. Makes the catch up to the 35-yard line. 29-yard gain on the first play. Tackle made by Neil Campbell right on the bench for UTEP on the near side. So the Flames on play 1 pick up 29 and a first down to the 35 of Liberty. Now some breathing room, guys, as the Flames come out on the left hash. One receiver each way. Snap to Vasco to throw again. Screen right side. This is going to be Jalen Coleman, the catch, the true freshman. First time he touches the football in a college game. He takes the swing pass down the far sideline into UTEP territory down to the 34-yard line.
Good to see that depth and Coleman stepping up. As you said, AY, a true freshman, didn't look like that at all on that little screen play. Nice tippy-toe down the sideline.
Micah Davies saving the touchdown. They'll mark it at the UTEP 34. Pistol formation for Liberty. Vasco in the shotgun. On first down, snap to him, handoff, Von Blue near side. Can he get to the corner? He can, and he's out of bounds inside the 20, but a flag is out right around the 22-yard line. Justin Content pushing Von Blue out of bounds on the near side.
Early on, the quick observation here looks like there's a little bit more speed on this Liberty team than on the defense for the Miners so far.
We'll check the penalty. Rodney Burnett is our referee tonight at a Conference USA.
Holding, offense number 48. 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
That's tight end Caleb Ryan on the penalty. So that'll back the Flames up. It'll now be first down and 20. 11:40 left to play. First quarter, no score. Liberty forcing a UTEP punt on the Miners' first possession. And now Liberty will scrimmage from the UTEP 44-yard line. Two receivers go short side to the right, including Eric Smith, number 14. Smith goes in motion. It'll be an end around to him on the near side, and he's banged down at the 38-yard line. So the first play for Eric Smith in a Liberty uniform picks up about 6, maybe 7 yards. It'll be second down and about 14. Cody Lowe, redshirt junior from Coleman, Florida, made the stop from his safety position for UTEP. Second down, 14 to go for Liberty. Three receivers wide to the right, two to the left, empty backfield for Vasco. Pockets have held up so far on a big, heavy screen pass drive. Snap to Vasco, fires middle, pass caught at the 25, and down there goes Jamari Person. He was popped by Neil Campbell, but held onto the football, and it's now going to be third down and 1 after it was first and 20, JP.
Yeah, phenomenal catch by Pearson there to get that catch and still maintain. He got hit right between the shoulder blades. I mean, what a shot.
Steady diet through the air on this drive. By my recollection, only one rush so far. It's third and 1 now from the UTEP 25. Von Blue back in the tailback position behind Vasco. Three receivers short side to the left. Snap to Vasco. Hands off Von Blue. Tackled immediately. A loss of 1 in the backfield. Stopped by Micah Davey, who comes in, the top tackler in Conference USA. That's his 52nd stop. And tackles for loss, there's been a bunch of them for UTEP. The Miners come in. That's their 44th tackle for loss. That leads Conference USA. And tied for second most in FBS. Flames are going for it, 4th and 2 from the 27. Snap to Vasco, play action, rolls right, tosses. Juju Gray out of the backfield. The catch made down the far sideline. First down for Liberty at the 15 of UTEP. Just a little swing play, a little lob throw on the offensive right, and over-the-shoulder catch by Gray. Catch made by Jaden. Check that tackle made by Jaden Wilson. A transfer from New Mexico. So Liberty, new set of downs here at the UTEP 15. No score, 9:07 to play in the first quarter. Ethan Vasco looks really good in at quarterback. Snap to Vasco. Handoff up the middle, down to the 11-yard line goes Blue. Tackle made by Micah Davey again. Big, steady die to Von Blue here early. Evan Dickens, the Flames' leading rusher, not available tonight. Out with concussion-like symptoms. It'll be gain of 3 to bring up second down and 7.
Vasco's having a lot of time back in that backfield, too, to get rid of these passes and to get some confidence into these couple of throws.
Ethan Vasco, 4 of 4 on this drive. Second down and 7 from the UTEP 12. Snap to Vasco in the pocket, right hash. Dances near side, throws end zone, and it's going to be caught in the end zone. No, out of bounds, they say. Catch made by Tyson Mobley, but they're going to call him out of bounds.
Great job even just coming down with that football. Tyson Mobley trying to get a foot in there on that right boundary, but nice job even pulling it in.
Big Xavier Smith had the coverage. It'll be third down and 7. That's the first incomplete pass for Ethan Vasco, who missed the Old Dominion game back on September 27th with a right shoulder injury. It's third and 7 now, right hash. Liberty working to the northwest end zone to our left. Vasco in the shotgun, Blue to his right hip, and Liberty will call timeout as the play clock was ticking down to under 5. And we will stay right here. Our broadcast of Liberty football is presented in part by Herbert Maxey, a personal injury lawyer offering legal representation for those injured in automobile and motorcycle accidents. More information is available at herbertmaxey.com. So on this drive, Liberty 92 yards of offense. There's been one holding penalty. 84 of the 92 yards through the air, with the longest pass so far on the Jalen Coleman swing play that picked up 35 yards.
Yeah, and you really like these screenplay calls early on for Vasco to get him back in game rhythm. He's been practicing, obviously, but it's nothing like game rhythm, and he's really starting to get his sea legs under him again.
3 receivers go wide left, tight end to the right. That's Austin Henderson. 3rd and 7 from the 12 of UTEP. And another whistle after the Liberty timeout.
The previous play of an incomplete pass is under review.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd like to see a replay of that throw to Tyson Mobley.
That was a while ago.
And it came after came before the timeout.
Yeah, maybe that's why Jamie Chadwell took the timeout in part.
The play, as we go back a little bit, it was on the right hash. Snap to Vasco, had to escape the pocket to the right and threw to the near left pylon. And Tyson Mobley looked like he made the catch, but they called him out of bounds. Maybe he got a foot dragged down or not. Will be the most anticlimactic touchdown ever if it is.
You know what? The Flames will take anticlimactic touchdowns. They'll take medium excited touchdowns. They'll take any kind of touchdown or scoring play they can right now. And unfortunately, we're not seeing the video board replay here. Instead, they want to know which song they should play in the PA system in the second half.
That is now they're going to show the replay.
All right. What do we got here?
Catch made. He's in the air. He secures it. Yep.
Foot on the white
so
line.
many different lines of this end zone. And the white line does surround it. And then there's a blue line outside of that and an orange one.
Yeah, it's the white line, obviously.
But he was out of bounds. It was the right call.
Yeah, okay.
So it'll remain 3rd down and 7. No score, 8:21 left.
Got to credit the official for getting it right the first time. That was a quick play.
After review, the rule on the field is upheld. It was an incomplete pass.
So 3rd down and 7. UTEP has been tremendous on 3rd down defensively. 8th in the FBS and just 25%. While Liberty's converting 41% of the time. That is 3rd in Conference USA. It's 3rd and 7 from the UTEP 12. Von Blues to the left of Vasco. Person, short side to the right. Darius Copeland, Dante Lee into the formation to the left. Snap to Vasco, 3rd down play. Throws over the middle, crossing pattern. This is Dante Lee, the catch made. Spins on the right side of the field. He'll have, well, I want to say a 1st down. Needed 7. We'll see where the mark is. Stop made by Neil Campbell.
He's about a yard short.
And yeah, it'll be short. It'll be 4th and 1. So Liberty's going to bring in a couple of tight ends here. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 1 from the UTEP 6. Tied into the left, that's Ryan. 3 receivers wide right. Vasco under center on 4th and 1. Jacob Jenkins lines up behind him. The snap to Vasco. He has the 1st down. Quarterback sneak down to the 4. And he had Jenkins right on his hips there to help seal the deal. It'll be 1st and goal now for Liberty. Tackle made by about 6 different Navy jerseys, but it didn't matter as Liberty has it 1st and goal from the UTEP 4.
It's a great play call, too, to just sort of give the offense an endorsement there to keep on and get in.
2 tight ends in the package on 1st and goal. Right hash mark. Vasco the snap. Hands off to Von Blue. Surging up the middle. Tripped up around the 2. Where he falls going forward in between the hash marks. Tackle made by K.D. Johnson. 5th-year senior from Houston, Texas. One of the better defensive linemen who has completed his nursing degree here at UTEP. 2nd down and goal from the 2. Ball's just inside the left hash. Empty backfield for Vasco. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, including the tailback, Von Blue. Second down and goal from the 2. Snap to Vasco. Direct run up the middle, looking for room, and he will be into the end zone. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty. Opening drive for Liberty offensively, and they march 94 yards for a touchdown.
Nice patience by Vasco to follow his blocker right up the middle for 6. And we talked about it at the top. You want Vasco to run a little bit, but not too much to overexpose him. Certainly a 1-yard touchdown run is exactly what you want to see.
12 plays, 94 yards. Jay Billingsley in for the point after. The kick is on the way. And it is good right through the pipes. Billingsley now 9 for 9 on extra points. And what a start for the Flames offense and defense here in West Texas. 6:21 left to play first quarter. Liberty 7, UTEP nothing. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner. Liberty Athletics would like to thank Carter Bank for their support of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Carter Bank offers customized banking strategies and services for individuals and families. Carter Bank branches are located throughout Virginia and North Carolina, including 6 in the Lynchburg area. Carter Bank can be reached at carterbank.com. Thank you, Carter Bank, for your underwriting support of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is proud to present today's post-game report on the radio. On your way home, the Liberty Flames Sports Network will go inside the locker room and bring you the post-game thoughts from the Liberty Flames student-athletes and head coach. More information on Coca-Cola is available at Coca-Cola.com. Coca-Cola is a proud supporter of Liberty Athletics.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. The dental team at Crossroads Family Dentistry, Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts provide services from standard checkups to complex restorative dentistry services. They also accept most dental insurances. Crossroads is located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brawburgers and can be reached at 434-363-9422 and at crossroadsfamilydentistryva.com.
Seven 0 Liberty, 6:21 left to go in the first quarter. Flames go 94 yards in 12 plays. Ethan Vasco, 2-yard touchdown plunge to cap off the drive. 90 of the 94 yards through the air for Liberty. Ethan Vasco, 5 of 6. And Flames got Eric Smith into the fold. Jalen Coleman. A couple of guys working their way up the depth chart. They had some big plays. Juju Gray got involved with the offense a little bit as well.
And that was good to see Juju get a touch there on that first drive. He's only gotten about 4 touches a game the last 4 or 5 weeks. Probably the best drive Liberty's had all year offensively, maybe.
Can't argue with that. Here comes the run-up by Max Morgan. His kickoff will be shorter than the last, but still well in the back of the end zone for a touchback for UTEP.
Now you think about it, they had 2 fourth-down conversions, overcame a holding penalty. It wasn't just smooth sailing down the field. They popped a couple of explosives early, but that was a really impressive drive. We'll see if the defense can follow that up now.
We've talked about penalties off and on. Not that the Flames have been heavy penalized. It's just come at really bad times, and they were able to overcome it on that particular drive.
Skylar Locklear getting the start here tonight for UTEP. We thought it was probably going to be Malachi Nelson, but he has been much maligned here the last few ball games. Here's a handoff end around. This is going to be Wilson, their leading rusher. Cannot get to the corner. Picks up 1, maybe 2. Over by the Flames bench across the way, where Brenton Williams, Liberty defensive end, who plays the joker position, made the stop. Second down and 9 for UTEP. 7-0 Liberty. 6 minutes left in the first quarter here in El Paso, Texas. Wandame Davis Jr. goes to the left for UTEP at one receiver spot. Another receiver to the right. Handoff again. This is going to be Wilson, and he goes nowhere. Loses about 5 yards. That Flames defense quick as a cat. Eli August going to get credit for the first hit. And it's going to be 3rd down and 13 now for UTEP. That was a great play defensively.
And great pressure by Strickland, too, to really stop that running path for that running back and force him back to the middle.
Flames using a lot of depth so far here early on, including defensive lineman DJ Jackson, who's in there now. 3rd down 13. Empty backfield for Locklear, number 9 in blue. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Runs up the middle to the 25 to 30. Tripped up around the 32-yard line, picks up about 10, and it's going to be now 4th down and about 3. Tackle made by Devin Henderson, redshirt freshman from Cartersville, Georgia. And UTEP is going to take the offense off the field.
I don't know if you guys noticed, they had the receivers lined out. They had a Wilson lined up all the way out here, almost to the hash marks on the sideline, just trying to spread things out and give Locklear some running room. Still didn't work.
Noah Botsford will be out to punt again from inside his 20. Reese Smith up around his 32. 4:27 left in the first quarter, 7-0 Liberty. Snap to Botsford. Puts his right foot into it, low end over end. Ball picked up by Smith, retreats back to the 28. He had it around the 32. And good coverage down the field by UTEP. Tackle made by Alex Chesniak. Timeout on the field, Liberty football when we come back to UTEP. 7-0 Flames. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
Liberty Athletics thanks 11 West for their support of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner. 11 West offers screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, and flat printing. 11 West graphic design team creates custom apparel and promotional products. More information can be found online at 11west.com, by phone at 540-639-9319, or at their location in the New River Valley at 598 New River Road in Radford.
Game day isn't the only adventure. Find yours in Bedford, Virginia. Just down the road, but a world away. Explore seasonal events, cruise the Blue Ridge Parkway, or hike the peaks of Otter. Play outdoor fun at Smith Mountain Lake or play world-class disc golf. Home to the National D-Day Memorial and packed with small-town charm. Bedford has it all. Plan your visit and see the event calendar at DestinationBedfordVA.com. That's DestinationBedfordVA.com.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Since 1921, Foster Fuel provides propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters. They also offer an app requesting service, ordering fuel, and to pay your bill. Foster Fuels can be reached at fosterfuels.com.
Seven 0 Liberty, 4:16 to play first quarter. Alan York here in the booth with our crew downstairs. Carter Bank update. Here's Nick Pierce. A lot of great vibes on that Flames defense.
Absolutely. They're fired up down here right now. You know, listening to the huddles down here. Dino Wade's cornerbacks coach telling his guys, stay locked in, communicate. You're doing a heck of a job. Even the linebackers, Ethan Crisp, encouraging those guys too. I mean, the one unit is talking to the other and hyping the other guys up as well. So, I mean, there's good communication down here, and these guys are confident right now. You can tell.
This drive will start at the Liberty 29. Last drive, Liberty marched 94 yards for a touchdown. First down 10. Snap to Vasco. Hands off Caden Williams. Up the middle, picks up about 5. Williams coming off a career high of 19 carries and 92 yards in the loss at Old Dominion last Saturday. Udoka Izeni on the stop, defensive end. Where's number 0 for UTEP? Second down and 5. For Liberty, inside the right hash as they move right to left. Vasco in the shotgun, offset eye to his right. 4-man rush showing for UTEP on 2nd and 5. Now the Flames shift Casey Kane to the right, so 2-by-1 for Liberty. Vasco waits on the snap, There it is, chest high. Play action, Vasco throws over the middle, right side, caught by Juju Gray, stumbling into UTEP territory. Look at the Flames, just everybody on the Flames sideline right now. Offense, defense, special teams, everybody hooping and hollering now as the Flames take it into UTEP territory. Solo Barnes, the tackle, on a first down play now for Liberty at the UTEP 43. Handoff to Williams up the middle. Pile pushing ahead forward, a gain of 7 for Caden Williams. The Calhoun, Georgia redshirt freshman. Had him on the radio show last week. Enjoyed his time on the radio with us. Neil Campbell on the stop.
Such a nice mix of play call here. UTEP Miners defense is really on their heels.
No doubt. Second down and 4 to go for Liberty at the UTEP 37. Liberty leads at 7-0. 2:40 left in the first. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Ball's on the right hash for Ethan Vasco in this Flames offense. Caden Williams to his right hip. Handoff to Williams up the middle. Bangs his way down to the 35. He'll pick up 2 to bring up third down and 2. We're Jaden Wilson, a transfer from New Mexico, the third leading tackler for UTEP coming in. Had 32 stops entering the ball game, makes the tackle. It's third down and 2. Liberty on third down, 0 for 2 on that first drive, but 2 of 2 on fourth down. This will be 3rd and 2 from the UTEP 35. Tight end trade to the left, that's Jenkins. Shotgun for Vasco, the snap, option near side. Vasco, the keeper, has the first down to the UTEP 29. That was the correct read for Ethan Vasco as he tucked it inside the numbers. Stop again made by Jaden Wilson. And it'll be a first down for Liberty.
Yeah, Ethan's got a nice read on that linebacker help to come up and did not stop the ball and got tackled, sat on the ground, and then pointed for the first down.
First drive, heavy throwing down the field, pass game. This is more methodical on the ground here. Down 10 from the 30 of UTEP. Snap to Vasco, swings it near side, and it's going to be dropped. Not a great throw, to be honest with you, by Vasco as he tried to get that one into the hands of Tyson Mobley.
No, but it's the first bad throw he's made tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been on point up until then.
Tyson had some grass in front of him, too, if that would have been on point.
And something you mentioned, Alan, to hit on, too. Liberty coming out throwing the ball, some deep shots on that first drive. What's that done? That's loosened things up now for the run game. We talked about that in the pregame show, too. Some balance here and some rhythm, maybe for the first time this year, really, for play caller Willie Korn.
Double tight end, second down and 10 from the UTEP 30. Liberty leads at 7-0, nearing a minute left in the first quarter. Snap to Vasco. Keeps it himself up the middle. Big room to run. Ethan Vasco inside the 20, down to the 15. On the left hash. Liberty in the Rogers Heating and Cooling red zone. And you need to look at DJ Geth. He was slow to get up on that play. The left tackle for Liberty. And with 1:03 left, there's a timeout for UTEP. Shaquan Bowser had that tackle. And, yeah, UTEP definitely on its heels right now. One thing to mention for UTEP.
30-second timeout.
They're very unique on what they call their teams. The defense goes by the Orange Swarm defense. Their offense goes by Blue Blaze. And you'll hear Scotty Walden talk a lot in his press conferences about those teams. And the special teams is called We-Fence because it takes everybody.
Got it.
And that's part of the defense outside of the kicking game.
Just brings a youthful exuberance and enthusiasm to this job that I've seen from few in the profession. And I think that's what they really need out here, a program that hasn't had a whole lot of success in recent years, someone to be excited to lead them.
Caden Williams to the left hip of Ethan Vasco on 1st and 10 from the 15. Snap to Vasco, handoff to Williams. He is hit hard, chest to chest, a loss of 1. K.D. Johnson put him down on the turf right when Caden Williams got the football. That was a missed assignment right there, missed block by the interior of that Flames offensive line.
Yeah, we talked about the tackle for losses that this UTEP Miners defense has. That was another perfect example of them.
K.D. Johnson, 6'1", 280 pounds, and he is quick as a cat. Second down, 12 now for Liberty, back at the UTEP 17. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. That's Mobley on the near side in the slot. Snap to Vasco, hand off to Williams up the middle, has it and more. Boom! Lowers the boom on a defender at the 10. Picks up around 10 to bring up now 3rd down and a couple. Marcel Blocker took the brunt of that. Woo. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. What a strong run
face mask
for
to face
Caden
mask.
Williams. Our first and second quarter break brought to you by the Good Feet Store. That quarter only took 30 minutes. We're off and rolling here, boys. We'll take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and a couple for Liberty inside the Rogers red zone when we come back to UTEP. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design, build, and renovate custom homes in Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with each client to create and renovate custom dream homes. Frank Good Builder, tradition, innovation, trust. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or visit frankgoodbuilders.com. Liberty Athletics thanks Frank Good Builders for their support of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
A huge thank you to Gentry Lock Attorneys for their support of Liberty Flames Athletics. Gentry Lock Attorneys practice a range of disciplines to help companies, institutions, organizations, and individuals with legal and business challenges. This includes trust and estates, medical malpractice, and business litigation. Gentry Lock Attorneys are located downtown Lynchburg at 801 Main Street and serve the Commonwealth with additional offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. Gentry Lock can be reached at gentrylock.com.
Part of the second quarter here in El Paso, Texas. Liberty leading 7-0. Our first and second quarter break brought to you by the Good Feet Store. Liberty with 3rd and 3 coming up from the UTEP 14-yard line when we come back. First quarter stats brought to you by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Liberty outgaining UTEP 166-28. 113 of that through the air. Liberty 21 total plays, only 9 for UTEP, averaging 8 yards per play, 19 yards per completion, and a time of possession advantage of 10:48 to 4:12. Hard to win football games when you don't have the football.
Guys,
and Liberty doing a great job possessing it.
Yeah, I was just going to say one of the things that you're seeing out of the gate here with Ethan Vasco. A lot of times these players come back from injury, they can be a little bit hesitant, and there's not a hesitation in Vasco's game so far in that first quarter.
Yeah, of all the things I was concerned about with Ethan Vasco tonight, hesitation, timidity, those were not on the list with him. I mean, that guy's a playmaker. He's going to put himself right in the middle of it. You know, his. No business decisions from Ethan Vasco, we'll put it that way.
3rd down 3 at the 9-yard line of UTEP. I think I said 12 a minute ago. I meant the 9, pardon me. Flames can get a first down at the 6.
Probably 4-down territory here, too.
2 receivers left, 2 right for Vasco. Von Blue, the tailback, to his right. Reese Smith goes in motion to the right, so 1 by 3 now for Liberty. Snap to Vasco, sets up a screen, lobs it to Blue and overshoots him on the left sideline. Out was defended well, let's be honest. They snuffed that one out in the backfield and in the defensive right flat. And it'll be a field goal situation for Jay Billingsley. Coverage on the play by Justin Content.
I said 4-down territory. That was assuming they got another couple yards there.
Yeah.
Take the points here.
So 27-yard field goal for Jay Billingsley. Kicking to the southeast end zone to our right. A chip shot. Snap. Hold. Kick on the way is good. So Liberty gets points on its second straight possession. Now leads at 10-0 as we take a timeout. Here in El Paso, 14:53 left to play first half. Liberty 10, UTEP nothing. This is ball.
The Good Feet Store is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames Athletics. The art specialists at the Good Feet Store offer customized arch support options to help with foot, knee, and back pain. Every Good Feet location offers arch support in a range of styles and sizes. The Good Feet Store is located at Ward's Crossing in Lynchburg and online at goodfeet.com. Thank you to the Good Feet Store in Lynchburg for supporting the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thank you, Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, for being a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Haley's Appliance offers major brands of appliances and outdoor equipment, including Husqvarna Power Products. They also provide delivery and service for all of the products they sell. Haley's has 2 store locations in Lynchburg, Haley's Appliance, Fort Avenue, and Haley's Outdoor at 55 Hicks Road. They can be reached at Haley's.com.
The Journey thanks business partner Herbert E. Maxey Jr., a personal injury lawyer, for his support. Herbert Maxey offers legal representation for those injured in automobile and motorcycle accidents. He also negotiates insurance claims and engages in settlements and litigation related to personal injury or medical malpractice cases. Herbert Maxey serves clients throughout Virginia. Herbert Maxey can be reached at 1-800-248-1950 or by visiting herbertmaxey.com.
Welcome back inside the Jerry Edwards radio booth here at the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. Our broadcast brought to you on the radio in part by A.G. Jefferson Opticians of Lynchburg, specializing in prescription eyeglasses, contacts, and more. More information is available at agjeffersoneyeglasses.com. 10-0 Liberty. Flames with 2 double-digit drives, one of 96 yards. Ethan Vasco touchdown run of 2 yards, and an 11-play drive yielding 62 yards, a 27-yard field goal by Jay Billingsley to make it 10-0. Liberty.
The nice thing about those offensive drives, it keeps the defense off the field.
Yep, and once again the ball is blown off the tee for Max Morgan. He'll give it one more try, and then we'll get Dexter Ricks to run up in there again and help him. Max now kicking left to right. A swirling wind right now in the Sun Bowl. There's a low line drive, angling to the far side. It'll take a right angle. It's going to be picked up at the 10 by Henry as he dodges a couple of tackles and just sidles his way out of bounds inside the 15. Ew.
Bit of a knuckleball on that kick from Morgan, too.
Did it look like it would have been better off just to let that thing go? It might have rolled out of bounds.
Yep. Michael Pollard, backup linebacker, made the tackle. But you know those return guys. They think they can make miracles happen every time they get a kick to them, so they're going to do everything they can to pick it up.
They need to go look at the statistics and how many kickoff returns for touchdowns are there a year.
Dwindling each year. There's first down handoff up the middle, up to the 10-yard line, or the 15, pardon me. This is going to be backup tailback, and he's not on the 3 deep. There's another play action, another handoff up the middle. This time the Flames defense suffocating the Miners.
Mike Jarvis is a huge bear hug on that play. My goodness, they were all in the backfield.
McCoy.
Elijah McCoy.
Yeah.
He hadn't even played this year.
Wow.
No stats at all for McCoy. Empty backfield on 3rd down and 7 for UTEP at the Liberty 17-yard line. Snap to Locklear, rolling the pocket left, being chased, throws it up for grabs, and it's going to be caught but out of bounds on the near sideline. Coverage on the play by Devin Henderson on that incomplete pass. to Torek Goins. And a 3-and-out for the Flames defense. Another punt, the third of the night for UTEP.
Man, huge stop again by this Flames defense. Like you said, AY, nice job by that defensive line, just really forcing Locklear to roll out and not find any rhythm at all.
Noah Botsford averaging 42 yards per punt. He will punt inside his own 5 as he waits on the spiral back to him on 4th and 6. Snap to Botsford. Kicks it into the wind. Smith at the 37 has room up between the numbers and the hash, right around the 44-yard line or so. And we'll stay right here.
You know, both these coaches were talking about play calling this week. Scotty Walden said that they were really intentional in the bye week about focusing in on a handful of plays and what do we do well and trying to just execute those few things. And, you know, probably not unlike the Flames. I mean, Jamie Chadwell talked about it with Willie Korn, you know, some of the things that they've done to shoot themselves in the foot. As a play caller, you start to get a little antsy. Like, well, what can I go to that we can execute and do well? And like I said, I think this may be the first time Willie Korn's really been in a rhythm this year on these first 2 drives.
1st and 10 for Liberty at the Flames 44. Liberty leads at 10-0. We'll see what Willie dials up here. Eric Smith that goes in motion, gets the end around on the far sideline, and following a couple of blocks, including one by Von Blue. Eric Smith, haven't called his name yet this year, getting some action, picks up right around 7 to bring up 2nd down and 3. Neil Campbell, second leading tackler on this UTEP team, makes the stop. Flames are in UTEP territory at the 49 with 13-14 to play in the first half. 10-0 Liberty. One receiver each way, balls on the left hash. Aaron Fenimore snaps it back, handoff to Von Blue up the middle, and he takes it up the left hash down to the 44-yard line where he picks up around 5 and a Liberty first down. Jaden Wilson, linebacker on the stop over the middle for UTEP. Flames out gaining UTEP right now 170-32. Ethan Vasco in the shotgun, takes a snap, play action, might take a shot here. Right sideline throw on the money, and it's going to be incomplete. Stumbling out of bounds was Dante Lee on the near sideline. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Coverage on the play by Xavier Smith. Redshirt junior from Atlanta. Austin Peay transfer. That's where Scotty Walden came from, where he led the Governors to some success at the FCS level before taking over here at UTEP. 2nd down and 10 at the UTEP 44 for Liberty. Smith goes in motion to the left. Option play. Vasco, no room to pitch. Now he does, late. And no room, really. That was strung out by the UTEP defense. No gain to bring up 3rd down and 10. Micah Davey on the stop on the Liberty sideline.
Smith received that pitch there, like you said, Alan, with not a whole lot of room, and Coach Chadwell was just coaching him up there before pulling him out.
Both teams not great on 3rd down, but just 1 of 4 tonight. This will be 3rd and 10 at the UTEP 44 for Liberty. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Elijah Canyon goes in motion to the left. Vasco shotgun. UTEP showing 4 on the line. Now here comes the blitz. It's picked up. Vasco hit as he throws downfield. And a catch made at the 35-yard line by Person to bring up now 4th down and 1. Neil Campbell on the stop. And Liberty's going to keep the offense out there. They'll bring in an extra tight end, Caleb Ryan. And as customary, one of these tight ends is probably going to go behind Ethan Vasco, who I would think would go under center here. And he will. And now a timeout called for by Scotty Walden in this UTEP defense as he's hopping up and down trying to get them amped up for this 4th down call.
Well, how about credit to Vasco for taking a huge shot.
UTEP.
Yeah.
They're second, 30 seconds.
Hung in the pocket there, took a shot right to the chest plate and still completed the pass.
And a good job by Jamari Person, too, coming back to get that ball.
How about Person, Casey Kane, Reese Smith? Both those guys, all of those guys, have not caught a ball in the last 2 ball games. Those are.
Yep.
It's one of the things we talk about. You got to get the ball to your playmakers. The Flames haven't been able to do that until tonight. Then you see what the results of that is.
Really spread the field out, too. There's so many targets in that wide receiver core.
4th down and 1. Again, this play set up on a 3rd and 10 throw to the 35. Pass caught by Jamari Person.
Got to look for where number 0 is on defense here.
Now 4th and 1. Vasco under center. The tight end, Jacob Jenkins, goes behind Vasco, who gets the snap and moves ahead. And looks like he'll have enough. One of the umpires on the side came in right at the yard to gain. UTEP says, no, we stopped him. It all depends on the spot.
It's 1st down. He just signaled.
Stratton Schufelt, linebacker, had the tackle, and it will be a 1st down for Liberty. Second time Vasco's gone under center for a 1st down. And Liberty with their 9th 1st down of the first half.
Yeah, and credit Jacob Jenkins, too, with a huge push there for Vasco to pick up that 1st down.
10-0 Liberty, 10:55 to play in the first half. 1st down handoff up the middle. This is Vaughn Blue into the Rogers Heating and Cooling red zone. He's red hot. Down to the 18-yard line on the left hash. Neil Campbell brings him down.
So good to see 24 back out there getting some touches after being hurt last week. Nice gain up the middle.
Vaughn Blue, I was asked this week, what kind of player is he? We don't really know.
Yeah.
He's been here 3 years, a lot of upside, but he just has not been healthy. Until now, 1st and 10 from the 18. Handoff again to Blue. Up the middle, dodging tackles, bouncing off Navy jerseys, down to the 13.
Great.
On the far side numbers, Neil Campbell stops him down. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 5 to go for Liberty. 10-0 lead for Liberty, 10:02 to play in the first half.
Yeah, Vaughn kept that rush alive by a nice little spin move out of the back of his own lineman to keep that drive going.
Well, spotted at the 14 of UTEP on the left hash. Tight end to the right, Vaughn Blue to the left of Vasco. Eric Smith goes in motion. And it's Vasco up the middle. Quarterback keeper stopped down on the left hash at the 10. Picks up around 3. And those hits for Vasco, he missed the last game and a half with an upper body injury. He looks good right now, but you wonder when he takes the hits, how does he feel? 3rd down and 2 after the tackle by Justin Content. That was a pretty hard hit. At the 10-yard line, Liberty will scrimmage at 3rd and 2. Vasco shotgun, 2 receivers to his right. Gets the snap, option play. Vasco hit again, dropped at the 11. So no gain on the play. Actually, they're going to put him back a yard. And that'll be 4th down and 3. Stop made by Jaden Wilson. It's been pretty much a trio of defenders making these stops for UTEP. And Liberty's going to try to get some more points. A 29-yard field goal attempt for Jay Billingsley, who has already hit from 27. So this is another chip shot in between the hash marks. Kicking to our right. Kicking into the wind this time. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on the way, and it's good. So 2 field goals for Jay Billingsley in the first half, aiding the Flames offense here, who now leads at 13-0. 3 drives and 3 scores for Liberty to open up this game. 8:25 left in the first half. We will take a timeout from El Paso, Texas. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. With cafes in the Richmond area and Richmond International Airport, Ironclad Coffees offers specialty coffees from around the world, including the House of User Blend and Steam Engine Blend. Ironclad Coffee also offers bakery items such as muffins, sticky buns, and more. For more information on Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company, you can visit ironcladcoffee.com.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at any of their 4 locations, with 2 in Lynchburg, 1 in Forest, and 1 at Able Tire in Concord. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Hey, you look like you could use a nap. No, not a nap, an app. The Liberty Flames mobile app. It's your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news and your favorite teams, upcoming schedules. You can buy and download tickets to the next games and listen to podcasts and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcast. It's all on your new app, the Liberty Flames mobile app. And of course, it's free from the App Store or Google Play. Get it. At this time, the app will no longer make you a sandwich.
Two field goals for Jay Billingsley in the last 2 drives, on top of an Ethan Vasco touchdown run. 13-0 Liberty here in the Sun Bowl. 8:25 left in the first half in El Paso, Texas. Liberty back at home on Tuesday, midweek on the mountain. Looking forward to seeing everybody out at Williams Stadium, as the schedule will turn around for the better for Liberty. What does that mean? For the first 6 games on the road for Liberty, and 4 of the final 6 at home for the Flames. Beginning Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, Liberty and New Mexico State. Here comes the run up by Max Morgan, who will kick from our left to right. He jogs up to the football, swings his right leg through, and he'll hit it into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Check of the Larry's Tire stat recap. All Liberty tonight. Total yardage 211 to 32. Good balance for Liberty. 122 through the air, 89 on the ground. First downs 10-1 in favor of Liberty. And of possession 16:05 to 5:30. And new quarterback in Malachi Nelson, number 7 for UTEP. The transfer from Boise State will hand off up the middle. And a good run on first down of about 6 yards on left hash.
And of course, the whole reason there was discussion about a quarterback this week for UTEP is just how poorly he's played over the last 3 games. 8 interceptions, but a turnover machine.
Elijah McCoy getting a couple of carries here. The second one yielding nothing this time.
But he's had his moments. He threw for 400 yards in a game earlier this year and was a highly touted recruit out of high school, Boise State transfer.
Deuce Spurlock on the stop. Linebacker. Yeah, Malachi Nelson, former 5-star California Gatorade Player of the Year. 3rd down and 4 for UTEP. Number 7 gets the snap, rolls to his right, throws it up and out of bounds. 4th down again. We'll see if UTEP will punt. I would imagine it will. And yes, it will. Another 3 and out. I think that's the 3rd straight 3 and out for the Flames defense, as Christian Bodner had that coverage.
And that throw by Nelson really wasn't even close. That looked like it was about 15 feet in the air, just getting rivet.
It was rolling out off his back foot. You're right. I mean, that was, nothing about that drive was really close for them.
No odds out to punt again. Transfer from Valdosta State. Earned a scholarship this past spring. Low wobbly kick. Reese Smith around the 25. Heading back. And doesn't pick up much. Around the 24-yard line, he was tackled down. Justin Content on the. There's a flag out. And a commercial break coming. We'll wait flag first.
Like there was some special team John going on there. We'll see what they call.
after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 15 to the kicking team. That's his first. The 15-yard penalty will be assessed to the dead ball spot.
So that's on UTEP. 7:18 left to play the first half. Liberty 13, UTEP nothing. We'll return to Tumble after this timeout from Van Wagner and the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
The countdown to kickoff is on. Whether you're a lifelong fan or just jumping on the bandwagon, be early, be loud, and wear red. The Liberty Bookstore is an official destination for licensed Flames gear like Nike, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and Cutter & Buck. The Liberty Bookstore also offers tailgating supplies and games including cornhole, tailgate tents, and handcrafted steel fire pits. The Liberty Bookstore is located across from Williams Stadium and online at libertyflames.com.
Liberty Flames football on WRVL Lynchburg, WBOP Buffalo Gap, WVRI Clifton Forge, WVTW HD3 Charlottesville, WKHK HD3 Richmond, WHRO HD3 Norfolk, WVRL Elizabeth City, WVRA Enfield Rocky Mount, WVRD Zebulon, WVH Norlina, WVRP Roanoke Rapids.
Lynchburg Nissan has been a proud supporter of Liberty University and an underwriting partner with The Journey. Lynchburg Nissan is thankful for the community support for over 27 years and is committed to supporting community organizations like the Salvation Army. They offer new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Information for Lynchburg Nissan is available at lynchburgnissan.com. Thank you again for supporting your local Nissan dealer, Lynchburg Nissan.
Hey, you look like you use a nap. No, not a nap, an app. The Liberty Flames mobile app. It's your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news, your favorite teams, upcoming schedules. You can buy and download tickets to the next games and listen to podcasts and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcast. It's all on your new app, the Liberty Flames mobile app. And of course, it's free from the App Store or Google Play. Get it. At this time, the app will no longer make you a sandwich.
$13-0 Liberty here at TEP tonight. Alan York, Jason Porter, Jamie Hall, Cody Whitman in the booth, Nick Pierce downstairs. First down and 10. Vasco, the quarterback for Liberty, rolls right, throws out of bounds. It's going to hit off the UTEP coach communication box on the near side. Flag is out at the line of scrimmage after that first down play.
There's no foul for ineligible player downfield. The quarterback legally ducked the ball.
All right, second down and 10. Ethan Vasco here tonight, 7 of 12, 122 yards. Von Blue, the leading rusher, with 30 on the ground. Five receivers in the package, including Darius Copeland for Liberty. He goes in motion to the left. Little orbit motion there. They throw to him out of the backfield. Copeland the catch. And he'll pick up good yardage on second down. About 6, maybe 7 on the far sideline. Got into a wash of players over there. Jaden Wilson twists him down at the 45.
Nice edge blocking there on that left side again, led by Jacob Jenkins. Pick up some extra yardage.
Austin Henderson tied into the left now. Third down 5 at the 45 of Liberty. Flames up 13-0. Caden Williams, the tailback, to the right of Vasco. Sends Reese Smith in motion. Orbit sweep. Snap to Vasco. Left hash. Pumps it now. Fires it to Smith on the far sideline. Makes the catch. Runs up the sideline to around the 48-yard line. Needed 5. I think he got 4, and I don't think he's getting up.
A little slow getting up. Reese Smith on the sideline.
He is hunched over after a hit from Neil Campbell. And he kind of went airborne like a Superman dive to get the first down, or at least try to. And maybe it's just got the wind knocked out of him. But a win for the UTEP defense. Max Morgan going to have to punt for the first time tonight. Max, 9th in the conference, averaging 42 yards per punt. Had his best day punting a week ago, averaged 47 yards per punt on 6 of them. And Eric Willis, the third, deep to receive the punt. And Max kicking into the wind here from left to right. Ryan Manis will snap it. There's a good tight spiral. And it'll be bounced inside the 10 into the end zone for a touchback.
Looks like Reese is headed into the injury tent there for evaluation, but walked himself over there.
That's good.
Yeah.
We'll take a timeout here in El Paso. 13-0 Liberty, 6:06 to play first half. This is Flames football from Van Wagner.
This broadcast on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is made possible through underwriting support from Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts most insurances including Anthem. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Morrill Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com.
The Journey thanks Rogers Heating and Cooling for their underwriting support for Liberty Flames Sports Network broadcast. Rogers Heating and Cooling has been serving Virginia and North Carolina since 1996 with locations throughout the region. They provide residential and commercial HVAC services, including system installation, maintenance, and repair. More information is available at callrogers.com. Thanks to Rogers Heating and Cooling for their support of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Liberty Flames Sports Network thanks Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice, and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. Segra can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra is a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
.06 to play, first half, 13-0 Liberty here at UTEP in El Paso, Texas. Our broadcast is presented in part by Southern Air, offering HVAC, plumbing, and more. More information is available at southern-air.com. Touchback on the punt for Max Morgan, and UTEP at the 20 will start this drive. And the quarterback for UTEP is Malachi Nelson, number 7, who backed up Caleb Williams a couple of years ago at USC. Nelson, the snap, turns right, hands off up the middle, in between the hash and the numbers. And this is going to be Hassan Wilson, the leading rusher. He's back in there. Nate Paroli, defensive lineman, made the stop for Liberty. Second down and 8 after a gain of 2. At the 22 of the Miners. Snap to Nelson. Blitz comes. He throws out of the backfield to Wilson, near side. He had C.J. Bazell right in his face mask. And he's able to unload it on the near side. Joseph Carter made the stop. Linebacker out of Jacksonville, Florida. It'll be third down and 2 to go for UTEP.
Really the first accurate throw that Nelson's made, and they've really keyed in on him to pass the ball, and it's been all run calls for him so far since he came in last series.
And the Flames will shift a couple of defensive linemen in and out. Ethan Crisp, jumbo package, comes in, one of the linebackers for Liberty. 3rd and 2. Nelson under center. Takes a snap, rolls to his right, being chased, throws it downfield, in and out of the hands of a wide open receiver who, again, not on the 3 deep, and we check this before every game. Alex Chesniak, the backup tight end, who has not recorded a catch or a rush, dropped it, and that was a big-time drop. If this UTEP team wanted to muster any type of momentum, he had the right flat,
Yeah.
That was in and out of his hands.
Harmon was right there on the coverage, though, too, and delivered a big hit, even though he didn't catch the ball. I'm not sure if he would have held on to that anyway.
Noah Botsford out to punt once again for UTEP. This is his 5th punt on 4th and 2, and might be his best one. Reese Smith, fair catch called, 4th and 25, and lets it roll behind him. It'll be out at the 19-yard line.
Well, what's that tell you? That UTEP's using a bunch of guys that aren't on the 3 deep, aside from the fact that they're injured. I think Scotty Walden is using some different personnel, because he even talked about last week how there's plays to be made out there, and they're just not making them. He's trying to get some guys, some different guys, some looks.
All coaches want to play complementary football. Scotty Walden said he wanted to, his goals this week, 7 or more points on defensive takeaways or explosive plays on special teams. Hasn't seen that tonight. It's been all Liberty, 13-0. Flames the ball back at the 19. Snap to Vasco, looks right, now left. It dances out of the pocket to the left, far sideline on the number, stops, and it will just chuck it out of bounds. That's like a Brett Favre play right there. Keeping the play alive, nothing developed, and he got rid of it, 2nd down and 10.
Well, it gives your wide receivers a chance to still get open and try to help Vasco out a little bit, but at the end of the day, good recognition by him to just get rid of the ball.
And they showed the replay, like wide open over the middle. I'm not sure how he missed him, was Dante Lee. Wide open over the middle. 2nd down and 10 for Ethan Vasco, who's now 8 of 14 throwing tonight for 123 yards. Tight end left, snap to Vasco. Handoff to Von Blue up the middle between the hash marks. Takes it to the 21, picked up 2 to bring up 3rd down and 8. Tackle made by Neil Campbell. With 4:36 left to play in the first half, Liberty 13, UTEP nothing. It's now 3rd down and 8 for Liberty. Liberty 3rd down tonight, just 1 of 7. And the stats tell us why. UTEP top 10 in the country in 3rd down defense. They bring a lot of pressure on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 8. 3 receivers left, 1 right for Vasco. Takes a shotgun snap. Blitz on the way. Rolls right, flag is out. Pass caught on the flat at the line of scrimmage. That was Blue. He was dropped on the near side, but this one's going to be coming back due to a flag in the backfield.
It looked like a little extra protection there from the offensive lineman with the defensive line of UTEP coming down.
Personal foul, hands to the face, offense number 79. The penalty's been declined, 4th down.
And that's 79, Trey Badowski. Good to have him back. He was the starting left tackle to begin the year. And he's missed the most of the season with an injury, but is back in there, and after that penalty, Max Morgan will punt it away. So 4 straight punts in this game for both teams combined. Max will punt it from inside the 10 and gets off a great tight spiral. Angling to the near sideline and out of bounds is Eric Willis, number 19. Phenomenal punt by Max Morgan. We'll stay right here as UTEP gets the ball back. With 3:45 left in the first half, Liberty leading 13-0.
Max Morgan talked about during that interview that Nick had with him about how he likes punting out here. He's definitely continuing that trend tonight. My goodness.
That one was a missile. Nelson back in at quarterback, number 7. Skylar Locklear started for UTEP. Empty backfield for Nelson, number 7. Back to throw, over the middle. Pass caught by the tight end at the 30 and dropped right there on the hash mark. And that catch made by Jalen Brown. Darrell Farrar makes his first tackle. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 now from the UTEP 30. Play action, Nelson hit as he throws. Ball up top, near side, and incomplete. Good coverage by Damon Harmon on the near side. Devin Henderson, his sidecar, came to help him. On the throw up the near sideline,
Harmon did a great job getting his head around. We talk about that a lot of times with those defensive backs not being able to pull their head around, but he did a nice job, get his hand up there and knock that ball down.
That pass intended for Jalen Brown. It'll be 3rd down and 5 to go for UTEP. Liberty leading 13-0, 3:21 to play in the first half. Ball's on the left hash. Flames will have 4 on the line of scrimmage. They bring in the receivers, so a tight bunch now on this 3rd and 5. Shotgun for Nelson. Takes the snap. Hands off. Oh, that play was dead to rights from the get-go. And one of the offensive linemen is hurt, and the fans are booing for some reason. Maybe because that play didn't look good offensively. It was going nowhere. Eldrick Griffin, the first guy there on the handoff for Liberty. And it's 4th down and a punt for UTEP. Not sure.
Yeah, Bryce.
Except what I do know, the Flames defensive line got great push on that.
Bryce Dixon came out as the lead cheerleader on that, slapping his teammates on their helmets for the play.
Noah Botsford into punt. Reese Smith around his own 25. Here's the punt and a good spiral. Smith back at his 15, near side, hemmed in, and he'll dance out of bounds around the 17. That was a good punt by Botsford, as that was the 5th punt in a row. So both offenses have gone stagnant here in the second quarter. Stop made on the special teams by TJ Tillman.
Yeah, I'd like to see more out of the Flames on this next drive here, but it's still worth pointing out they've got 221 yards already tonight. What did they have last week as a whole? Like 210, I think, at Old Dominion?
Season low 210, yep.
Yeah, so they've already got more yards in this game than they had the entire game at Old Dominion.
First half, yeah.
Von Blue, the tailback for Liberty. He's in the pistol formation behind Vasco. 1st and 10 from the Liberty 17. 2:30 left in the first half. Liberty 13, UTEP nothing. Snap to Vasco, hands off to Blue, up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle and picks up about 3 on the left hash up to the 21. Where Jaden Wilson makes another tackle for UTEP. That is his 8th tackle of the first half. And a timeout called with 2:09 left. Now look, they're going to take it down to the 2-minute timeout. We'll step aside as well. 13-0 Liberty.
That's the 2-minute timeout.
Back to El Paso after this from Van Wagner.
The Journey is sponsored in part by ServPro of Lynchburg. When there is fire, water, or mold damage to your home or business, ServPro provides 24-hour emergency cleaning and restoration services. ServPro of Lynchburg is thankful to God for their faithful employees and customers, and also for the ministry of The Journey. ServPro can be reached at 434-525-9559 and in the business directory at myjourneyfm.com.
Since 1946, Southern Air has provided HVAC, plumbing, and electrical design, build, engineering services throughout Virginia. They offer maintenance for residential, commercial, and industrial customers and services for system repairs, replacements, or new installations. Southern Air serves Lynchburg and surrounding counties and can be reached at 434-385-6200 or at southern-air.com. Thank you, Southern Air, for supporting The Journey.
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
Remaining first half in El Paso. Liberty enjoys a 13-0 lead over UTEP. Flames with the ball here on its own 21-yard line. Nick Pierce back here with you on the Carter Bank sideline. Talking earlier about Von Blue. He's missed the last couple of weeks with a foot injury. He's really been hampered since week 1. A guy I got to spend a little bit of time with over the summer. Just enjoys being around here at Liberty. You play His number of snaps went down a little bit last year, was hurt in his first year. He's had to overcome some things. I was like, what still makes Liberty home for you? A lot of guys think that the grass is greener elsewhere. And he said, you know what? The grass is greener where you water it. And Von Blue has just really taken it upon himself to make Liberty his home, and he's really enjoyed his time here. And, hopefully he's getting back on track here tonight, fully healthy.
Yeah, good to see Von Blue back in there. 2nd down and 7 for Liberty at the 20. Snap to Vasco, end around on the near side, around the 25-yard line. And on the carry was Eric Smith for Liberty. Jaden Wilson, his 8th tackle, and a late flag is out just now on the near sideline. UTEP clapping. Could we see some sort of personal foul maybe on this play?
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 16. Penalties half the distance to the goal. The down counts, it'll be 3rd down.
And that was Eric Smith who got that end-around feed from Ethan Vasco. Smith, a 5'9" redshirt freshman out of Richmond, getting his first action.
Also getting an earful of coaching, shall we say, on the sideline.
So the penalty will back it up. 2nd down and 15, 1:47 left. Liberty still has 2 timeouts left. We're in the 2nd quarter, 13-0 Liberty. Vasco. In the shotgun. And a timeout called for.
That's their 3rd. 30 seconds.
Oh. 3rd down 15. I think I said 2nd down. I did say 2nd down. So timeout UTEP. They don't have any more timeouts here to play with.
And, Nick, it's almost like Von Blue heard your intro here, because on that last run play before the penalty, he picked up a really nice edge block to help with that gain. And that's one of those kind of intangibles, right, that you want to see your fellow teammates do for you. But it was a nice technique and got another couple extra yards on that play.
13-0 Liberty, 1:47 to play in the 2nd quarter. Flames are pinned in at their own 12. Casey Kane wide to the right. Dante Lee to the left. Reese Smith in the slot. He's on the hash. And Von Blue, number 24 in white, standing to the right of Ethan Vasco. As Jamie Chadwell, Liberty head coach, was getting some explanation from Rodney Burnett, the referee tonight. All right, 3rd and 15 from the Liberty 12 as they operate left to right. On the right hash, 4-man rush for UTEP. 3rd down handoff to Von Blue. Zone play to the left. He'll run it up to the 17-yard line. And it'll be 4th down and 10. Jaden Wilson, his 9th tackle of the ball game. And another stalled drive for Liberty. And the 6th punt in a row combined for both of these teams.
You'd like to certainly see the Flames have been able to produce something out of that drive, but UTEP's not able to do much either.
Eric Willis III, deep to receive the punt, and a whistle and a timeout. Liberty.
Timeout. Liberty, that's their 2nd. 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 1:02.
And Coach Chadwell not happy. He is barking right now at somebody in the Flames huddle, and it's a special teams play. Dylan Llewellyn is out there right now, special teams coach.
He wasn't happy with Dylan Llewellyn about something. I think it had to do with the personnel or
keeping them accountable.
Yeah. Obviously something was off there.
So Max Morgan will punt inside his 5-yard line. Max on the night. 2 punts, averaging 54 yards per punt. Good snap by Manis. And the punt away. Low line drive. Willis is going to make the grab and tackled immediately. And he is down. A flag is out. Number of flags are out all over the place.
There's a late one on the back end. I think they got Dexter Ricks for mouthing with one of the UTEP players.
That was Elijah Hopkins on the tackle. And after the play is when the flags came out. Back up the field. So E-Hop on the good tackle.
What a great tackle. He timed that perfectly, too. He was right there.
Defensive back who's been banged up a little bit since he transferred in from Coastal Carolina. And Dexter Ricks involved in some extracurricular.
There are 2 fouls on the play. During the kick, holding receiving team number 28. A 10-yard penalty would be assessed to the end of the kick. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 20 of the kicking team. That's his first 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot.
Developing situation down to our right. Trey Bodotsky, Liberty offensive lineman, walking to the locker room.
Yep, so is Christian
Bodner. Right, yeah, Bodner's got a towel wrapped around his nose as he heads up the ramp.
Well, Bodotsky looked a little gimpy coming off after that holding call on him on the last drive.
Sure did.
And we know that he's been nursing a knee injury. Bodner, I think that's a recent development. He maybe had a busted nose or something. We'll have to figure it out. So the Flames won't have Bodner here on this defensive stand with 55 seconds left in the half.
So the penalty will put the ball at the UTEP 43. Which by field position is their best to start a drive, but only 55 seconds left, no timeouts. And Skylar Locklear back in at quarterback. He started the game. Snap to number 9, sets up a tunnel screen over the middle. Pass is caught in UTEP territory at the 45 by Kenny Odom. Darrell Farrar made the stop. Gain of 4, second down and 6. 41 seconds left. Clock is ticking in the first half. 13-0 Liberty. Ball's at the 47 of UTEP. Snap to Locklear. Back up in the pocket. Throws right sideline. Pass will be caught at the 42-yard line by Wandame Davis. Damon Harmon on the stop. It'll be a first down for UTEP. And a injured Flame back at the 40. It's DJ Jackson. Transfer from NC State, who is on one knee right now, as Elias Levenway, Liberty trainer, comes to take a look at him. He looks okay. He's up now, walking off.
First time you're seeing a little bit of life out of this UTEP offense here with Locklear back at the helm.
Miners at the Liberty 43. 29 seconds left. Liberty leading 13-0, second quarter. Snap to Locklear. Blitz on the way. Locklear is going to be sacked back at the 47-yard line. A Food Lion sack to give back. And the clock is ticking. 18 seconds. UTEP cannot stop the clock. It's a loss of 3. Second down now and 14. Snap to Locklear. He's going to run up the middle to the 45, to the 40, trying to get out of bounds. I don't think he did. Clock is stopped at 4 seconds. Damon Harmon on the tackle. It'll pick up around 7 to bring up 3rd and 8. at the Liberty 41-yard line. Liberty 13, UTEP nothing. As Harmon, he took Locklear for a helicopter spin on that one. 3rd down 8 at the 41 of Liberty.
Timeout, Liberty.
And Liberty.
It's their third, 32nd.
We'll call its 3rd and final timeout. This will be the final play of the first half. And Liberty with a 13-0 lead. Liberty started out really well. That 12-play, 94-yard drive, capped off by an Ethan Vasco 2-yard touchdown run. And then back-to-back double-digit drives again, which yielded field goals. And since then, it has been a punt fest here at the Sun Bowl.
Both these punters are going to need treatment tomorrow.
Flames will have the prevent defense in there now, as Locklear remains the quarterback. 3rd and 8 at the Liberty 41. This will be the final play of the half. Locklear backs up at midfield, moves out to the right, throws downfield. He was hit, and it's going to be picked off by Liberty at the 10 to the 20. Far sideline, 50 to the 40 to the 30, and out of bounds goes Jaquavius Marshall, the transfer from Kentucky. Here's Nick and Coach.
Coach, an exciting finish there to the first half with the interception. Your offense came out strong here to start the ballgame. What did you think at the start tonight?
I thought we started well. We're down there inside the red zone 3 times. We only get 13 points. We got to be able to finish drives. And then here the last time our defense is playing well, we get penalties. We've had 3rd and 3s and 4th penalties that have set us back. So we got to fix that going into the locker room.
What's your biggest message to your team coming out here in the second half, trying to finish this game and playing with a lead?
Well, I think our defense has got to continue to play confident, but offensively we got to be able to finish drives. We got to finish drives and clean up these penalties.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, guys, that's Jamie Chadwell and our Nick Pierce on the Carter Bank sideline. Now, both teams go through the same tunnel. This is not a 1988 Notre Dame-Miami fiasco where both teams had to come and go out of the same tunnel at Notre Dame Stadium. They let Liberty go first here, and now UTEP is going to make their way. Very unique.
Yeah.
They've got 2 locker rooms here in the Sun Bowl, and we can talk about that down the road, but I don't want to right now. 13-0 Liberty as we go to halftime. Our halftime coverage brought to you by Segra. Now UTEP makes its way up the tunnel just to make sure there's gamesmanship and no jawing in that tunnel. We'll take a timeout. We'll head back to our Lynchburg studio. 13-0 Liberty. Jason Prill has a lot to cover, including some baseball in the Major League Baseball playoffs. Flames up 13-0 at halftime. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
The Good Feet Store is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames athletics. The arch support specialists at the Good Feet Store offer customized arch support options to help with foot, knee, and back pain. Every Good Feet location offers arch support in a range of styles and sizes. The Good Feet Store is located at Ward's Crossing in Lynchburg and online at goodfeet.com. Thank you to the Good Feet Store in Lynchburg for supporting the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thank you, Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, for being a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Haley's Appliance offers major brands of appliances and outdoor equipment, including Husqvarna Power Products. They also provide delivery and service for all of the products they sell. Haley's has 2 store locations in Lynchburg, Haley's Appliance on Fort Avenue and Haley's Outdoor at 55 Hicks Road. They can be reached at haleys.com.
Our coverage of Liberty Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Journey thanks business partner Herbert E. Maxey Jr., a personal injury lawyer, for his support. Herbert Maxey offers legal representation for those injured in automobile and motorcycle accidents. He also negotiates insurance and engages in settlements and litigation related to personal injury or medical malpractice cases. Herbert Maxey serves clients throughout Virginia. Herbert Maxey can be reached at 1-800-248-1950 or by visiting herbertmaxey.com.
Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. With cafes in the Richmond area and Richmond International Airport, Ironclad Coffees offers specialty coffees from around the world, including the House of U blend and Steam Engine blend. Ironclad Coffee also offers bakery items such as muffins, sticky buns, and more. For more information on Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company, you can visit ironcladcoffee.com.
Halftime on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. And time now for the Segra Halftime Report. Coming up, a complete recap of the first half. And Larry's Tire and Auto Repair presents the first half statistics. But first, a check of the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard.
Second down and goal from the 2. Snap to Vasco. Direct run up the middle, looking for room, and he will be into the end zone. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty. Opening drive for Liberty offensively, and they march 94 yards for a touchdown.
Great first half for Liberty as they hold a 13-0 lead at the half over the Miners of UTEP. Jason Prill with you on this halftime report as the Flames trying to pick up their second win on the season. They scored the touchdown on their first possession, and then the next two drives they kicked field goals, which is where we stand at 13-0. Time now for a check of the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Before we send it back down to El Paso, Texas, let's take a look at some of the stuff happening across the country in all sports. Right now, only one other college game going on in the college football world. Missouri State and Middle Tennessee. It was a low-scoring first quarter, but then the Bears came alive in the second quarter as they outscored the Blue Raiders 16-10, a 16-13 lead at the half. They're just about ready to get back into action at the half in that one as Missouri State, their first year of FBS football, they already have 2 wins on the season. They're 0-1 in conference play to this point in time. However, the Bears trying to pull off a pretty big victory over the 1-4 Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Their 2 wins come against Marshall and UT Martin. So this would be a staple game. They lost closely to Western Kentucky just a few weeks, about a week and a half ago to this point. Also, taking a look at what's happening this coming Saturday in Conference USA. There's a full slate of games. Actually, tomorrow in Conference USA. Saturday is top 25. Thursday, tomorrow night, should be a good one down in Kennesaw. 4-1 Louisiana Tech taking on 3-2 Kennesaw State. The Owls have played tough this season, but Louisiana Tech has been really sharp so far this year. That game, 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. And then at 8 o'clock on the CBS Sports Network, Sam Houston will look for their first victory of the year. They're 0-5, and they've had a really rough start to the season. They're running behind quarterback Hunter Watson, who's got 1 TD, 3 interceptions in limited action, as he will play host to Jacksonville State, who's 2-3, but 1-0 on the conference season. In the top 25, a good slew of games this coming weekend. Number 1, Ohio State taking on number 17, Illinois in Champaign at Memorial Stadium. That's right, the Fighting Illini hosting a top 25 matchup yet again against the top-ranked Buckeyes. That is the big noon kickoff game on Fox. But also competing for attention, just as good, number 8 Alabama, number 14 Missouri. The Tigers undefeated. They're 5-0 to start the campaign. They're at home in Columbia taking on the ranked Crimson Tide, who after games including defeat of Georgia are looking for their 5th win and their 3rd SEC victory. Also in the top 25, number 3 Oregon taking on number 7 Indiana. The Ducks, they beat Penn State a few weeks ago in their first big test of the season. This one at home in Eugene taking on the Hoosiers. The 7th ranked team in the country will have a tough battle on the road, 3:30 p.m. on CBS. And those are the top 25 games going on this coming Saturday. Let's take a look at what's happening in the MLB playoffs. All 4 divisional series games going on today. Detroit has forced a Game 5. They are heading back to Seattle as the Tigers win 9-3 over the Mariners and force a winner-take-all Game 5 in the ALDS. Who will they be facing? Well, that's still yet to be determined. And before we start spreading the news, the Blue Jays still have some work to take care of in the final 2 frames. They lead at 4-1. The Yankees only 3 hits and a crucial error by Jazz Chisholm in the 6th inning, or excuse me, the top of the 7th inning, rather, allowed the Blue Jays to erupt for a pair of runs in the inning, just like Game 5 of the World Series last year for the Yankees. Also going on live right now, at the end of the 2nd inning, the Phillies and the Dodgers, LA trying to head back to the championship series in their quest to repeat as World Series champions. Who will they face in the next round if they get there? Well, we'll have to wait a couple more days. The Cubs knocked off the Brewers 4-3 at Wrigley as they force a Game 4 on their home field in dramatic fashion. Well, that's all the time we have for the Frank Good Builders Out of Town scoreboard. We covered a lot over the last few minutes. Right now, though, we're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll send it back out to the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas, as Liberty and UTEP coming your way after this.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at any of their 4 locations, with 2 in Lynchburg, 1 in Forest, and 1 at Able Tire in Concord. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Hey, you look like you could use a nap. No, not a nap, an app. The Liberty Flames mobile app. It's your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news and your favorite teams, upcoming schedules. You can buy and download tickets to the next games and listen to podcasts and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcast. It's all on your new app, the Liberty Flames mobile app. And of course, it's free from the App Store or Google Play. Get it. At this time, the Apple Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The countdown to kickoff is on. Whether you're a lifelong Flames fan or just jumping on the bandwagon, be early, be loud, and wear red. The Liberty Bookstore is an official destination for licensed Flames gear like Nike, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and Cutter & Buck. The Liberty Bookstore also offers tailgating supplies and games including cornhole, tailgate tents, and handcrafted steel fire pits. The Liberty Bookstore is located across from Williams Stadium and online at libertyflames.com.
Lynchburg Nissan has been a proud supporter of Liberty University and an underwriting partner with The Journey. Lynchburg Nissan is thankful for the community's support for over 27 years and is committed to supporting community organizations like the Salvation Army. They offer new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Information for Lynchburg Nissan is available at lynchburgnissan.com. Thank you again for supporting your local Nissan dealer, Lynchburg Nissan.
The Segra Halftime Show continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Time now for the first half statistics, presented through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Once again, back to the stadium.
Halftime coverage continuing, brought to you by Segra on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. My name is Alan York inside the Sun Bowl tonight, and Liberty leading at 13-0. Flames will be right back at home on Tuesday night against New Mexico State. Midweek madness on the mountain, and look forward to that. Ticket information available at libertyflames.com. Opportunity for those home fans. It's been few and far between. Only 2 home games in the first half of the season. But the second half, everybody, it's your time to shine. You know, Joey out there on Ward's Road, I see you out there Tuesday night. Maybe Miranda out in Boonesboro. You'll be at the game. And Timmy up in Appomattox, he's coming to the game as well. you're all on the radio right now because we have you tweeting at us. We'll see you Tuesday night at the Bill. Look forward to it. All right, time to take care of some housekeeping duties here as we look at our first half stats. Brought to you by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. It's been all Liberty tonight. 234 yards for Liberty, 123 passing, 111 on the ground. Again, remember, Liberty a season low 210 total yards in their last ball game on the 27th of September, and a loss at Old Dominion. Only 210 yards in that game. But 234 for Liberty here in the first half, only 67 for UTEP. The Flames defense, season low total yardage, 304 at Bowling Green, and a loss. And so the Flames defense playing really sound football here tonight. 11 first downs for Liberty, 3 for UTEP. Total plays, Liberty 41, 26 UTEP. Time of possession, 1958 to 10:02 in favor of Liberty. Individually, Ethan Vasco, 9 for 15, 123 yards passing. Leading rusher, Vaughn Blue, 9 carries for 42 yards. I'm going to look for Vaughn to see his career high tonight of 9 carries. His previous career high was 6. His career high yardage-wise, 61 yards at New Mexico. He's got 42 right now. So he's on his way to passing his career high. Leading receiver tonight, Juju Gray, 3 catches for 63 yards. And the lone touchdown, Ethan Vasco. Touchdown yards back in the first drive of the game. UTEP has done a couple of quarterbacks out there, deployment of a couple of guys. Skylar Locklear, 31 yards. And he started the game. Malachi Nelson, 2 of 5 for just 10 yards. And they haven't got any rushing so far, really. Locklear, the quarterback, 13 yards, team high on the ground. And their receiver, they've got a couple with 10 yards receiving. And that's Wanda Davis and Judah Izwa. Defensively, Liberty led in tackles by Joseph Carter. He's got 7 stops. Liberty does have a sack tonight. That was Joe Strickland. A 2 give back brought to you by Food Lion. And leading tacklers for UTEP with 9 tackles apiece. Nick Campbell and Jaden Wilson. And a couple of field goals for Jay Billingsley tonight for Liberty. He's 2 of 2. Special teams wise, field goals of 27 and of 29. And Max Morgan averaging 51 yards per punt with 2 over 50 tonight in his 3 punts. Our stats brought to you by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. 13-0 Liberty as we head to the third quarter. When we come back, it will be Liberty ball to start the second half on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, you look like you could use a nap. No, not a nap, an app. The Liberty Flames mobile app. It's your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news and your favorite teams, upcoming schedules. You can buy and download tickets to the next games and listen to podcasts and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcast. It's all on your new app, the Liberty Flames mobile app. And of course, it's free from the App Store or Google Play. Get it. At this time, the app will no longer make you a sandwich.
This broadcast on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is made possible through underwriting support from Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts most insurances including Anthem. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Merle Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com.
Our coverage of Liberty Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Journey thanks Rogers Heating and Cooling for their underwriting support of this Liberty Flames Sports Network broadcast. Rogers Heating and Cooling has been serving Virginia and North Carolina since 1996 with locations throughout the region. They provide residential and commercial HVAC services, including system installation, maintenance, and repair. More information is available at callrogers.com. Thanks to Rogers Heating and Cooling for their support of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Liberty Flames Sports Network thanks Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice, and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. Segra can be reached at segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra is a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Nothing Liberty as we start the third quarter here in El Paso, Texas. Our broadcast brought to you on the radio in part by ServPro. Where there's fire, water, or mold damage to your home or business, ServPro is there. More information is available at myjourneyfm.com. Liberty 13 and UTEP nothing. Liberty ball to start the third. Liberty's last shutout came against UMass back in Lynchburg in 2020, 45-0. Liberty's last shutout on the road, a win at Presbyterian, 16-0, November 5th, 2016. One of those games at PC, it was before that, there was snow on a Friday night, and they brought in helicopters, and they literally drenched the field to get rid of the snow. I think it might have been in 14, 13 maybe, and they drenched the field to get rid of the snow, and Liberty won the game. All right, first kickoff of the night for UTEP. And it's Jackson Cleaver. He's got 11 kickoffs, 7 touchbacks. He's a transfer from Eastern Washington out of Tiger to Oregon. Here comes the boot with his left foot. It'll angle to the far sideline. It'll bounce into the end zone for a touchback. I think I pronounced that town right. If I didn't, you Oregon natives, I am sorry.
An Oregonian out there to correct you, man.
Get out that far. Although we went out there for basketball with Seattle for the NCAA tournament last year. Shout out to Richie McKay and the Flames basketball team. New women's basketball coach Alexis Sherrard. He's tuning in tonight. Back in Lynchburg. First down and 10 for Liberty. Handoff, Von Blue around the near side. And Von Blue working on a career night. Picks up about 7 on the near side. Von Blue in the first half, a career high. 9 carries. That's his 10th. Neil Campbell on the stop of defensive right. Von Blue needed 7 yards to set a career high. And I'm going to say he got it on that play.
Yep.
So congratulations to Von Blue. Second down and 3. From the Liberty 32 after a gain of 7. Vasco in the shotgun. Blue to his left. Snap to Vasco. Rolls right under pressure. Throws it on the far right sideline. And a jumping catch made around the 47-yard line over by the Flames bench. That's Mobley. Tyson Mobley on the catch. It'll be first down yardage. Xavier Smith on the stop at the 47. That was just up grabs.
Yeah.
Tyson, number 8 in white, brings it down.
Call that a weight room catch, right? Mobley just goes up and rips that right out of Smith's hands.
Shout out to Chad Scott, Liberty strength coach. Ball's on the right hash at the Liberty 47. 4-man rush for UTEP. Hand off to Blue up the middle. Chopped down after a gain of about 4. And Flames are doing a great job. First and second down. That's the key tonight. They didn't want to get behind Dix. because the UTEP defense so good on third down. Ashton Coker, defense tackle on that stop.
Good aggressive play calling here on first and second downs.
Gain of 3, second down and 7, right at midfield on top of the orange and blue UTEP logo with the pickaxe. And the weekday Conference USA paint job below it in white. Second down, 7 from midfield. Vasco shotgun, number 15 in white. Play action, rolls to his right on the numbers, looking downfield and throws over the middle. Pass caught by Person on the far side, numbers around the 40. That'll pick up 10 and a Liberty first down in traffic. I've been really impressed with the Flames receivers in traffic tonight. Jaden Wilson on the stop. First down and 10 from the UTEP 38. Snap to Vasco, throws right side, caught again on the far sideline, right around the 30-yard line. This is Person again, Neil Campbell on the tackle. So the Flames going some NASCAR pace here. Another Liberty first down at the 27 of the Miners.
Just great recognition by Person, too, and these other wide receivers to know where that first down marker is. Nice spin move by Person to pick up the first down.
3 catches for Jamari Person, the Colorado State transfer. First down and 10 from the UTEP 27. Liberty leading 13-0. 2 minutes gone, third quarter. Eric Smith goes in motion, orbit sweep. Play action, Vasco to throw. Looking for a wheel route. Now he sprints out right and throws it into the turf. It'll bring up second down and 10.
It's a good job to lift to the next play. Talking about Jamari Person a minute ago. If anyone's not going to be bothered by playing at nearly 4,000 feet, it'll be him. To the last couple of years at Colorado State.
That's right.
But I like the pace of which this Flames offense is going, guys. When you look at this UTEP defense, guys standing around, hands on their hips. They were on the field a ton in the first half.
Second down and 10 from the UTEP 27. Snap to Vasco. Sets up an option, feeds it to the first man through. That's Von Blue. What are you looking for, Jason?
I was just looking at time of possession here for the Flames. Just a big difference there. Offense being on the field so much more. To your point, Nick, the massive substitution here for the UTEP defense.
Yeah, Jaden Wilson on the tackle. Nearly a 10-minute advantage in time of possession. Total plays 48-26. Liberty season high in plays, 73 against Maine. 3rd and 8 from the UTEP 25. Flames moving right to left to start the third. Vasco in the shotgun, gets the snap. Backs up at the 35. Looking to unleash it. Throws it downfield and nobody in the end zone as he was hit as he threw it. Incomplete to bring up 4th down and 8. Juxtapose that to the Maine defense. Season high 81 plays.
Ref just threw the flag.
It might be intentional ground.
I think it is, and that's what I was afraid of.
Not sure if he got out of the tackle box.
Didn't look like it.
As well as
intentional grounding. Offense. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. The down counts. 4th down.
Oh my,
moves the field goal back too.
Yeah, it does. It's gonna be a long field goal for Jay Billingsley.
Again, though, he's got the wind at his back.
Hold it.
Thin air.
Field goal, field goal, field goal.
That's Rodney Burnett, the referee. Both teams were booming it from 60.
Yeah.
In pregame. This will be from 50 on the right hash. Kicking with the wind for Jay Billingsley.
Longest attempt this year, too.
His longest of his career is 54. High snap brought down by Max Morgan. Kick has the leg, and it's good. Jay Billingsley booms a 50-yard field goal here to start the third quarter. I know if Liberty wants some touchdowns, but they're getting points on most of these drives. That'll take us to a timeout. 16-0 Liberty, 11:18 to play in the third. This is Liberty football for Van Wagner.
Thompson Brooks Insurance is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames athletics. Thompson Brooks Insurance helps individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding life and health insurance, Medicare, and retirement planning. Thompson Brooks Insurance can be reached at 434-385-8500 or online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Liberty Flames football on WRVL Lynchburg, WBOP Buffalo Gap, WVRI Clifton Forge, WVTW HD3 Charlottesville, WKHK HD3 Richmond, WHRO HD3 Norfolk, WVRL Elizabeth City, WVRA Enfield Rocky Mount, WVRD Zebulon, WVRH Norlina, WVRP Roanoke Rapids.
The Journey is sponsored in part by A.G. Jefferson Opticians of Lynchburg, locally owned and operated since 1940. A.G. Jefferson specializes in prescription eyeglasses, contacts, sunglasses, and children's eyewear. They also provide adjustments and repairs, accept most insurances, and welcome senior citizens and college students. Located at the intersection of Wards Road and Sheffield Drive in Lynchburg, A.G. Jefferson Opticians can be reached at 434-846-3937 or at agjeffersoneyeglasses.com.
Bojangles is an underwriting partner of this Liberty Flame Sports Network broadcast on The Journey. Bojangles is a regional restaurant chain founded in 1977 with locations throughout the Lynchburg area, including Wards Road and Timberlake Road. Bojangles serves chicken, fixins, and biscuits made at each location. Thanks to Bojangles for their support of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Yard field goal for Jay Billingsley, his longest of the season for the Flames. 16-0 Liberty. 11:18 to play in the third. Our broadcast brought to you on the radio in part by Herbert Maxey, a personal injury lawyer offering legal representation for those injured in automobile and motorcycle accidents. More information available at herbertmaxey.com. Max Morgan to kick it downfield from the 35. Jogs up to it with a towel behind his right hip and puts the right leg into it. And it'll be on the end of Miners to the left, stitched in blue for a touchback.
Mentioned on that 50-yard field goal just now, too, there was a high snap. Nice job by Max Morgan to get that snap down because there's already enough going into that a kick like that, but to be able to bring it down for Billingsley to kick it through is just huge.
I've enjoyed the Miners band. The UTEP band tonight has done a really good job.
They got some moxie to them.
They have been playing stuff between the plays. We've got it mic'd up really well. Can't wait to hear the Liberty band led by Dr. Larry Sipe on Tuesday night back on the mountain. First down for UTEP at the 25. Malachi Nelson throws out of the backfield. And nice play in open space by Devin Henderson. He came out to meet
the runner was down.
Tight end, Judah Izinwa, and the defensive left in the flat and tripped him up. And they whistled now, a gain of 1 to bring up second down and 9.
Yeah, Izinwa's still down from that tackle, but nice read.
And he is down on the near sideline. Devin Henderson, a guy that Aaron Fearball was really excited about in preseason camp, and he said Devin's just he's a casualty of the depth we've got in the secondary. He's good to start for really any team in Conference USA, and we're starting to see number 7 out there a lot more. There's a timeout on the field for injury. We'll take it as well. 11:02 left. 16-0 Liberty, and we'll take a timeout. We'll hear this on the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit carillionclinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
Liberty Athletics would like to thank Carter Bank for their support of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner. Carter Bank offers customized banking strategies and services for individuals and families. Carter Bank branches are located throughout Virginia and North Carolina, including 6 in the Lynchburg area. Carter Bank can be reached at carterbank.com. Thank you, Carter Bank, for your underwriting support of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is proud to present today's post-game report on the radio. On your way home, the Liberty Flames Sports Network will go inside the locker room and bring you the post-game thoughts from the Liberty Flames student-athletes and head coach. More information on Coca-Cola is available at Coca-Cola.com. Coca-Cola is a proud supporter of Liberty Athletics.
$16-0 Liberty, pitching a shutout here in El Paso tonight. Second down and 8 for UTEP at the Miners 27 after the injury timeout to tight end Judah Zenwa. He is off the field now. Malachi Nelson, number 7 in blue. Staggered stance in the shotgun. No TV numbers on the jersey, so the tailback to his right, as soon as he shifts his upper torso, we'll let you know who that is. And that's going to be Elijah McCoy. They'll send him out wide to the right. So 4 receivers lined up like a 100-meter dash. There's a snap to Nelson, throw over the middle, pass broken up at the 32-yard line by Amarian Williams, high-stepping like he's the band director after that one.
What a play by Amarian Williams. Timed that absolutely perfect to get his hand in and knock that pass down.
Third down and 8. That's the Mo Williams we're used to seeing. Empty backfield for Nelson, number 7 in blue. 3rd and 8 at the UTEP 27. 16-0 Liberty. 10:49 to play, third quarter. Flames show 4 on the defensive line. Joe Carter walks up. See if he blitzes. And he will. 5-man rush. Nelson dogpiled back at the 20. Oh, they supplanted him. It was Bryce Dixon, the first guy there. Man, that was like a gate opened up and just every one of them ran through there.
Wow, unabated. Bryce Dixon can't even realize he was that wide open. He just absolutely trucked that quarterback. Great play by the defensive line.
Nelson did not stand a chance on that one. Noah Botsford to punt inside his own 10 and gets off a tight spiral. Smith will let it angle and go out of bounds inside the 30.
Wow.
How about Bryce Dixon on that sack to give back, brought to you by Food Lion.
And look at the energy over there on that defensive side of the Flames sideline, just going crazy as well they should. They've played such great line trench defense tonight, keeping this Miner offense just absolutely stagnant.
Flames offensive line will head out now. It's Geth, Ingbers, Aaron Fenimore, let's see, Harry Hayes, and Christian Williams, the Florida transfer. Shotgun for Vasco. Snap to Vasco, throws over the middle, wide open at midfield. This is going to be Dante Lee, spins his way down to the 39-yard line.
The secondary.
And he is slow getting up, but he's going to be okay. Stop made by Xavier Smith. That was a gain of about 30 yards to Dante Lee.
Secondary for the Miners has really just not had an answer here for these quick slants the Flames have been throwing tonight.
This drive started at the 39-yard line. Now it's at the UTEP 39. Snap to Vasco. Hands off to Williams. Lets the play develop. Oh, what great running in between the hash marks down to the 27-yard line. A smooth run there by Caden Williams with patience to let that play develop. Xavier Smith makes up. Quickly to the line. 1st and 10 at the UTEP 27. Another feed to Williams. Sweeping left. This time he is shut off at the line of scrimmage. Gave him 1 yard on the gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Lance Russell, a safety out of California, made the stop for UTEP. 16-0 Liberty. Jalen off the field. Juju Gray, number 1, sprints onto the field. Elijah Canyon is split wide to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Caden Williams, the back to the right of Vasco. Second down and 9 from the UTEP 27. Liberty leads at 16-0 midway through the third. Snap to Vasco, little end around. Flea flicker back to Vasco, throw into the end zone, and it's going to be out of bounds. That was trying to go to Caleb Ryan, the backup tight end. That play just took a while to develop on flea flicker. I like the creativity.
Yeah, it was there.
It just took too long.
That's right. Great protection again by that offensive line. We talked about the strength of the UTEP defensive line. Liberty's offensive line allowed that play to develop.
UTEP tonight, they came in leading the league in sacks and tackles for loss. 1 sack and 4 TFLs. 3rd and 9 from the UTEP 27. Eric Smith goes in motion. That'll be a handoff to Caden Williams. Picked up about 3 down the left hash to the 23-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 7. Ashad Hall on the stop. And the Flames offense is going to stay out there with 8 minutes left in the third. On 4th down and 6. Hen comes in. Now the defense will shift a couple of guys. Will come well. So 1 by 4th and 6 at the UTEP 23. Vasco in the shotgun. Now Smith goes in motion to the right. Chad calls timeout. I was thinking that was the timeout was coming. I think he just wanted to see what UTEP was setting up offensively. Unless you have a 100, this play is going to work on 4th and 6.
Well, it may say
points.
There, you get it to 4th and 1.
Yeah.
You're going for it, you know.
Not a whole lot of 4th and 6 plays on your card.
Jay Billingsley is out right now. He's already kicked 3 field goals, 1 of 50 yards here in the third. His career high is from 54.
I heard one of the analysts last week on the Delaware Western game talk about situations. It's called getting a Kodak.
No.
You get a snapshot of the defense.
Yeah, I like that.
What they're doing.
Yep.
Offense coming back out there, aren't they? Oh, never mind.
Jay Billingsley with a career 3 field goals here tonight. This one would be his 4th made field goal. It'll be from 41 on the left hash.
Still got that wind is back.
Right-footed kicker. He prefers the left hash. That's where it is here. From our right to the left. Ryan Annis will snap it back. The punter Max holds it. A lot of leg. And good for Jay Billingsley. 4 of 4. Jay Billingsley in the best job special teams-wise by far. Andy, one of the Liberty kickers in a game this year.
Flames, they had 4 made field goals all year coming into tonight. 4 of 7 on the year.
And 3, and Braden Beck 0 for 1. So, yep.
I just went a while ago after he made that 50-yard. A nice kick in here, isn't it? And his eyes lit up. He said, oh, yeah, absolutely. Braden Beck was standing next to him and said, everything's just like a PAT.
41-yard field goal makes it 19-0 Liberty. Another timeout on the turf at the Sun Bowl. But it's not time here in El Paso. Liberty's about to turn the lights out. A lot of game left, but they're playing good football tonight. 7:21 left in the third. This is Liberty football.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. The dental team at Crossroads Family Dentistry, Stephen Hatt, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Earl Roberts provide services from standard checkups to complex restorative dentistry services. They all accept most dental insurances. Crossroads is located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brawburgers and can be reached at 434-363-9422. And Crossroads Family Dentistry. VA.com.
Liberty Athletics thanks 11 West for their support of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner. 11 West offers screen printing, embroidery, promotion products, and flat printing. 11 West graphic design creates custom apparel and promotional products. More information can be found online at 11west.com, by phone at 540-639-9319, or at their location in the River Valley at 6598 New River Road in Radford.
This is Alan York asking you to join the team as a member of the Flames Club. As a Flames Club member, you can make a difference by directly contributing to the success of Liberty Athletics. The Flames Club's mission is to raise the financial support needed to provide our coaches and athletes with the resources needed for championship. Levels vary and begin at just $75. Some gifts may be deductible. When you join the club, you're truly investing in champions and champions. Join today at libertyflames.org. Nothing Liberty. 4 field goals here and a Liberty touchdown on the opening drive by Ethan Vasco. Shutout being pitched right now. Here's the kickoff by Max Morgan. This will hang up and be returnable for Nick Henry as he runs into his own man at the 15, bounces outside of the numbers and popped out of bounds around the 25-yard line. A couple of players are pushing and shoving and jawing back and forth, and Liberty special teamers getting hyped up here tonight. Devin Henderson on the stop. We talked about a get-right game. There's some meat left on the bone offensively. I think we can all say that with 4 field goals, but they're converting the field goals, and that's a good thing. Never know when Jay Billingsley might be needed to get that confidence on a game-winning kick. Who knows? But
there's no foul on the play.
Liberty defense pitching the shutout. Only 63 yards of offense for UTEP.
Yeah, there's just been such a great defensive line push here from this Flames defense here tonight that has really just absolutely bottled up the UTEP offense at all tonight.
Malachi Nelson will lead this next drive. At the 23 of the Miners. On the right hash, Nelson waiting on the snap. There it is. Play action, Nelson to throw. Up top, left sideline, and it's going to be knocked away. And I believe picked off on the far sideline, or they call it incomplete? Incomplete. Yeah. Marion Williams was there on a deflection.
But great coverage by the Flames there, but you can also tell the Flames defense is well aware of Nelson's interception tosses, so they were right there for the coverage.
Flames have one takeaway. That was a Jaquavius Marshall 70-yard interception return to end the second. Second down and 10 from the UTEP 23. Liberty leading 19-0, 7:12 left. 4-man rush. Here comes the blitz. Handoff up the middle. And a good stop by the Flames defensive line right around the line of scrimmage. Paroli was there. And handoff was to Sean Wilson, and he's not happy on that.
Worth pointing out, Flames are playing this series without Christian Bodner. Remember, he went to the locker room in the first half. He's down here on the sideline but does not have his helmet. He's just been jogging, running up and down the sideline behind the Flames team box.
3rd down 8 for UTEP. Flames have their backers up. Here comes the late blitz. Crossing pattern. Nelson completes it at the 34. Close to a first down. Catch made by Josh Schutz, wide receiver from Tallahassee. That is just the 4th first down for UTEP tonight. Liberty has 16. 1st and 10 from the 25. Play action, Nelson. Throws right sideline. Home run ball caught, then dropped. It was dropped wide open. Was the receiver, Wandama Davis Jr. Oh, bless him. He was wide open and dropped it.
What a pass by Nelson.
Yeah.
I mean, that was right in the breadbasket.
Extra Ricks on the, I say on the coverage. Davis Jr. had him beat down the field and he dropped it. Oh, man. It was heartbreaking for the UTEP fans. But excitement for Liberty. 2nd down and 10 from the UTEP 35. Liberty leading 19-0. Oh,
what a sack! Back at the 25-yard line. Sack to give back. Corey Jones says hello to Malachi Nelson. Oh, man.
I'm not sure if Nelson saw Jones coming or not, but my goodness, what a play.
Those are the sacks you dream of. Blindside Nelson didn't see it coming, and Corey Jones just planted him down to the turf. A loss of 8 yards. 3rd and 18 for UTEP. Now back at the 25. Nelson, shotgun, play action. Sneaks out of the pocket, will be tackled down by Nate Paroli at the line of scrimmage. And now the boos are starting to come out from the locals here at the Sun Bowl.
Boy, but how about Paroli? Again, a great game tonight, as well as against ODU, career high 7 tackles last week. But this Flames defensive line just getting it done once again.
So punting situation for
fans were booing the Flames as they came off, and Marion Williams booed back at them.
Oh, gosh. Snap back to Botsford. Oh, good kick, good punt. Again, no opportunity for Reese Smith. They're angling all of these out of bounds, and we'll take a timeout. 19-0 Liberty, 4:30 left in the third. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Since 1921, Foster Fuels has provided propane along with a range of products including fireplaces, grills, tankless water heaters, and more. Foster is headquartered in Brooknell and located at 5 showroom locations across Central Virginia and at fosterfuels.com. Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design, build, and renovate custom homes in Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with each client to create and renovate custom dream homes. Frank Good Builder, tradition, innovation, trust. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or visit frankgoodbuilders.com. Liberty Athletics thanks Frank Good Builders for their support of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
.430 left in the third. 19-0 Liberty. We've seen it all tonight. 4 field goals from Jay Billingsley. Liberty's defense pinning their ears back tonight. Getting a couple of sacks. Quavo Marshall, long interception return to end the second quarter. That 70-yard interception return, we got a note from Todd Wetmore, is the longest interception return in the FBS era for Liberty since Javon Scruggs' 72-yard return at New Mexico State back in 2019. That was the first year of bowl eligibility for Liberty.
Yeah, I saw Aaron Fearbaugh, safeties coach, in the practice at halftime. He was really happy for him. Said, we're going to have to start using him on those knockdown into game plays.
Sweet. Vaughn blew the tailback on this drive to start. First down, play action, Vasco, home run ball maybe. Throws over the middle, caught. Pearson again at the 37-yard line. Picks up 7, Jamari Pearson. Having a great game, and there's an injured Flame. Looks to be DJ Geth. He's holding up his left leg.
Well, that's not good.
It looks like a
maybe
cramp,
a cramp, actually.
Maybe?
Yeah. Yep.
Tackle made by Jaden Wilson over the middle.
Which, JP, that's pretty common out here, right? I mean, thin air, second half.
It is, yeah, definitely. And you get to this point, too. These offensive linemen, of course.
To 4:18.
These offensive linemen wear these derotational knee braces, too, so you get some pressure on the legs in some different areas. So, yeah, it looks like Elias Leffenway just stretching him out a little bit.
Trey Badowski does have his helmet, by the way. I know he went off at the end of the first half, but if they need to go back to him, they can. But they are pretty thin along the line right now. Speaking of helmets, Christian Bodner has his back. So that's a good sign. He had that on, running and jogging up along the sideline now. So indication he may come back in the ball game and the Flames go back on defense.
Liberty team doctor John Prahinsky also out on the field as they help up DJ Geth. And he's walking off very gingerly off the field. Doc Prahinsky has his helmet in his right hand. So that's the clear tell sign of you're not going back in for now. When the doctor has your helmet, there's no way you're going back in for now. And we'll see Jack Tucker. He is listed as the backup on the left side. Jack's played a lot of football. Transfer from where, Jason Porter?
Texas Tech.
Who's having a great season, by the way.
They are looking sharp.
Yep.
Right up the road.
And it is indeed Jack Tucker, who started in his career here at Liberty. So some good experience on that offensive left on 2nd down and 3. Snap to Vasco. Hands off to Vaughn Blue up the gut. Picked up maybe 1 on the left hash. Tackle made by Xavier Smith. Redshirt junior from Austin Peay.
Flames have had better opportunities on the edge when they've been able to pick up some rushing yards here, specifically Vaughn Blue, but they're going up the middle here again maybe, but definitely have had some success on the left hash, on the left edge.
Definitely a cramp for Keth. They're stretching him out over here. Got some water for him too.
3rd down 2 at the Liberty 38. 19-0 Liberty, 3:30 left in the 3rd. Snap to Vasco. Play action, gets it to Jacob Jenkins, the tight end. He makes the catch on the left flat. Dumped it off to number 84, and a pickup of around 8-9 yards to Jacob and a Liberty 1st down. Tackle made by Marcel Blocker, Miami, Florida senior, who transferred in from Florida Memorial NAIA school.
Nice catch there by JJ. Go back over his shoulder, make the turn, and still pick up some yardage.
I like the creativity to get the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Liberty 47. 19-0 Liberty. Snap to Vasco. Play action. In between the hashes, being harassed. Throws it up and tipped away incomplete. Tipped up in the air. Almost a second opportunity at that by Justin Content, but the ball lands right in front of him on the turf. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ethan Vasco tonight has managed the game well. 15 for 23, 199 yards. Throwing, Vaughn Blue, career high 13 carries for 55 yards. Vaughn, the tailback, offset eye to the left of Vasco on 2nd down and 10 from the Liberty 47. Vasco to throw again, near side, and ball knocked away incomplete on the near side by Micah Davey. Ball intended for one of the running backs, Savon Blue, out of the backfield. They'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Liberty just 2 of 12. These teams 4 of 23 combined on 3rd down tonight. This will be 3rd and 10 from the Liberty 47 with 2:43 clock stopped in the 3rd. Hard count for Vasco, no movement by UTEP. There's the snap to Ethan. Throws over the middle, pass caught in traffic by Austin Henderson. It'll be gain of 9 to bring up 4th and 1. First catch of the day for the 6th-year senior. Out of Nashville, Austin Henderson, tackle made by Solo Barnes. It'll be now 4th and 1, of which Liberty 3 of 3 tonight on 4th down.
Nice tight end use of this package here on this series between Jacob Jenkins and Austin Henderson. Good catch.
2 of those 4th down conversions, Cam, on the opening drive of the game where Liberty went 94 yards and scored. This is 4th and 1 from the UTEP 45. Vasco under center. He'll get the snap pushed ahead by Elijah Canyon. And it should be enough for a first down. And by the looks of the officials coming in, it will. Vasco's been buried a bunch underneath those piles on 4th down.
Little Sparky shove there.
Yeah.
For the first. You got to come up with something good for that. You got the brotherly shove. Tush push.
I was going to say tush push.
Yeah.
Is that too much? I don't think so.
No, I mean, that's a common one. We need something exclusive to Liberty.
Yeah.
Liberty love. Vasco celebrated that first down, though, didn't he, guys?
First down at the UTEP 44.
That's the name of your next album, JP.
There's a handoff on Blue. Down the left hash, picks up a couple to the 40. Tackle made by Marcel Blocker. UTEP's out of a couple of their captains. Linebackers Garrett Hawkins, Joshua Rudolph, both were slated to be big parts of this defense. They're out for the season.
I give them credit. They've still got some top 10 credentials here on the defensive front.
2nd down 8. Shotgun for Vasco, tight into the right. That's Jenkins. Snap to Vasco, play action. Throws up top. End zone to our left, wide open. Attempt, and it's incomplete. Dante Lee just out of his reach. Vasco bring up now 3rd down and 8. That was a great pass.
Yeah, it was. Vasco had maybe just a little too much on there, or Dante Lee could be a little taller. I'm not sure which, but just wide open post route up the middle.
Dante Lee, team high 3 touchdowns receiving so far this year. Inches away from a 4th. 3rd and 8 from the UTEP 40. Shotgun for Vasco. Von Blue to his right. 2 receivers that way as well, the open field, as the Flames work from our right to left. And a whistle.
Delay a game.
And delay
Offense.
a game.
5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
So 3rd and 7, and they'll be 3rd and 12. And Jamie Chadwell talking with Darius Copeland, one of his wide receivers, after that delay of game. Liberty has behind the sticks here tonight. They've been on the game. 18 firsts for Liberty.
Reset the game, 34.
And a time possession advantage, 12 minutes. 34 seconds left in the 3rd. 19-0 Liberty. Clock stopped on 3rd and 12 at the UTEP 45. Shotgun for Vasco. Aaron Fenimore spins it back. Throw near side, juggling catch by Caleb Ryan at the 35-yard line. That is the first career catch for Ryan, redshirt junior out of Bellingham, Washington. Tackle over the middle by Marcel Blocker. It'll pick up 10 to bring up 4th down and 3.
Nice job by Ryan to pull that pass in. He was kind of juggling the ball a little bit, knew the hit was coming, but he maintained possession and still picked up positive yardage.
That'll take us to the end of the 3rd. Flames quarter time here in El Paso. 19-0 Liberty. This is Flames ball from Van Wagner.
A huge thank you to Gentry Lock Attorneys for their support of Liberty Flames Athletics. Gentry Lock Attorneys practice a range of disciplines to help companies, institutions, organizations, and individuals with legal and business challenges. This includes trust and estates, medical malpractice, and business litigation. Gentry Lock Attorneys are located downtown Lynchburg at 801 Main Street and serve the company with additional offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. Gentry Lock can be reached at gentrylock.com.
The Good Feet Store is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames Athletics. The arch support specialist at the Good Feet Store offers arch support options to help with knee and Good Feet location offers arch support in a range of styles and sizes. The Good Feet Store is located at Ward's Crossing and online at goodfeet.com. Good Feet Store for supporting the Liberty Flames Network from Wagner.
Thank you, Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, for being a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. outdoor equipment, including Husqvarna Power Products. They also provide delivery and service for all of the products they sell. Haley's has 2 store locations in Lynchburg, Haley's Appliance on Fort Avenue, and Haley's Outdoor at 55 Hicks Road. They can be reached at haleys.com.
At 15 minutes left, ball game here. Liberty leading UTEP 19-0. A 4th and 3 coming up for the Flames. Earlier, while we were talking about Judah Ezenwa, the tight end for UTEP, he down with an injury, right?
Yes.
Well, he was listed on the report as being out for the game. So that's the official availability report that the conference puts out an hour before the game. He was listed as out. So technically wasn't even supposed to be playing in the first place. I don't know if there's any kind of recourse for that or what, but it'll be interesting to see afterwards if the conference has anything to say about that.
He's got two 12 yards in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that one of the big things was supposed to be transparency and, making it level playing field, so to speak. Typically that does not go well, especially in the NFL. We'll see how, if that's happened previously yet here in the conference. I would imagine not. It's such a new thing.
Never know. There might be some positions created just to watch those types of things in college football. There's a job for everybody now.
Well, if they're not watching it, it's on social media. That's where I picked it up. So.
Wow. Checking the Larry's Tire stat recap. Liberty 355 yards of offense, just 66 for UTEP. Their season high. UTEP 472 against UT Martin. Their season low 259 at Texas. A long way to go to get there right now. So kudos to the Flames defense here tonight. All right, 4th and 3 for Liberty. Now moving to our right at the UTEP 35, leading 19-0. Vasco, the shotgun snap. He will throw right side. Jump ball, and it's incomplete. Knocked away on the near sideline. Intended for Elijah Canyon. Marcel Blocker knocked it away. And that was a nice play by Blocker.
Yeah, really nice play by Blocker to come up over the top of Canyon and knock that pass down.
It's the first time tonight Liberty has been denied on 4th down. And UTEP will take over at its own 35-yard line. And the carousel continues for UTEP. It's Skylar Runkler, who was sacked 3 times by Liberty in Lynchburg a year ago. Also, he was picked off twice in that game as Liberty beat UTEP 28-10. Liberty leading 19-0 here. 14:55 left as the moon makes an appearance up above the Sun Bowl here. Across the way. Empty backfield for Locker. Gets the snap, throws right. Pass caught. And working his way through traffic on the far sideline as Corey Jones makes the stop. A catch made by Wandama Davis. Dexter Ricks also there on the stop. Ball's up to the UTEP 41. Second down 4. 14:37 left. 19-0 Liberty. Snap to Locklear. Unloads it downfield. Tipped and incomplete. Eli Hopkins down there. Also Jalen Rock. Redshirt senior transfer from Weber State.
Yeah, he's been playing that spur position for the Flames here in the second half with Bodner out.
If your last name is Rock, you got to be on defense, boys.
Dwayne Johnston was.
Yeah.
Miami. He played defense for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, D-end.
Yep. Number 94. Here's a handoff on 3rd down and 4. And nothing doing there by Marquez Taylor. His first carry. Donovan Dozier. Redshirt sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina brings him down. It's 4th down and 5 now for UTEP. Liberty leading 19-0. Locklear. And the shotgun will look nothing, would love nothing more now for Liberty to bring the house and get to Locklear here. 4-man rush for Liberty, 4th and 5. Locklear has a back to his left, now to his right. There's the snap. 4-man rush. Locklear sneaks out of the pocket to the right. Will run. He'll have the first down. Good wheels for Locklear as he runs out of bounds to the UTEP 46. Picks up 7 and a first down. Corey Jones pushing him out of bounds.
Solid coverage by the Flames secondary there. Created only one option for Locklear, and he makes the run.
That is UTEP's 5th 4th down conversion of the year. 1st and 10 from the UTEP 45. Locklear throws up top right sideline. It's going to be caught inside the 15-yard line by Kenny Odom, their leading receiver. Jalon Rock on the coverage, and there is Marcus Clark, Liberty defensive lineman, who has battled injury down back at the line of scrimmage.
He was in on that tackle as well with Dozier the play before that. Those two were celebrating. I was about to say it was good to see him back out there. Going off a little gimpy.
So Marcus will walk off the field.
It's like he's holding his inner thigh. He had a foot injury that had sidelined him. I don't think that's what this is, though.
13-11 left. That throw to Kenny Odom was good for 44 yards.
Imagine the internal talk here from the Flames defense, so how badly they want to keep this 0 on the scoreboard.
So first down and goal at the 10 for UTEP. Wilson, the tailback, to the left of Locklear. Locklear, the snap. The handoff to Wilson, hit initially at the line of scrimmage by Bazell. Sneaks out, though, to the right, where Dozier was there. Also Aaron Hester, backup defensive lineman. No gain on the play. Second down and goal. Actually, it's 2nd and 10, pardon me, from the 12, it looks like.
Nice pursuit there by the Flames once again to push that right sideline. Joe Carter coming over making a big hit.
Second down from just outside the 10 for UTEP. Heading to the northwest end zone to our left. End around, Locklear keeps it himself, and it'll be spun down back at the 13-yard line. Corey Jones again, the first guy there to bring him down. Mike Jarvis also there to help out. Third down now, and trying to figure out if it's goal or not. It doesn't look like it is. It looks like it's 3rd and 12. From around the 13, so they can get a first down around the 1.
Yep, that's where they got the sticks at, right down here at the 1.
All right.
Yep.
So 3rd and 12 at the Liberty 13. Snap to Locklear, sprints to his left on the hash, being chased. He's in trouble. Sneaks out to the right. Can Bryce Dixon catch him? He can't on the angle, and Locklear will score. Wow. Flames did not contain Locklear in the backfield. They just tried to beeline instead of set up a pocket, and he escaped to the right. Bryce Dixon was the Lone Ranger all alone, and Locklear juked him out of his shoes, and there was nobody on that offensive right, and Locklear scores from 13 yards out. On a heck of a play by him.
Yeah, you got to credit him with that reverse pivot, and he reversed all the way across to that right front pylon.
And it's now 19-6. End around. They're going to throw to the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. On an end around throw by one of the wideouts. And the 2-point conversion to Josh Schutz is good to make it 19-8. And again, that was set up by the 44-yard catch. Kenny Odom on the 20-yard line. Timeout on the field, 11:39 left. Still a ball game, 19-8 Liberty. as UTEP is on the board here in El Paso. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
The Journey thanks business partner Herbert E. Maxey Jr., a personal injury lawyer, for his support. Herbert Maxey offers legal representation for those injured in automobile and motorcycle accidents. He also negotiates insurance claims and engages in settlements and litigation related to personal injury or medical malpractice cases. Herbert Maxey serves clients throughout Virginia. Herbert Maxey can be reached at 1-800-248-1950 or by visiting herbertmaxey.com.
Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner. With cafes in the Richmond area and Richmond International Airport, Ironclad Coffees offers specialty coffees from around the world, including the House of User Blend and Steam Engine Blend. Ironclad Coffee also offers bakery items such as muffins, sticky buns, and more. For more information on Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company, you can visit ironcladcoffee.com.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at any of their 4 locations, with 2 in Lynchburg, 1 in Forest, and 1 at Able Tire in Concord. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Liberty leads by 11 over UTEP, 11:39 left. Skylar Locklear, 13-yard touchdown run. The quarterback in the end zone conversion. Throw to Josh Schutz.
Boy, this Liberty sideline was really upset after giving up that touchdown, too. The defensive players coming off, hearing things like "we know better." Eli August, Aaron Hester, all very upset about giving up that touchdown there. They were going for the shutout tonight. Coach Grant's defensive coordinator came over, said it's not over, let's finish, flush it, get to the next drive.
Yeah, so much pride on those defenses, and you get this late in the game, and that's the nugget. That's what you want.
Yep.
But still, opportunity to put some hay in that barn with 11:39 left. Here comes the boot downfield by Cleaver, and fair catch called for the 1 by Juju Gray.
Well, now you just want to see the offense come out here and get in the end zone again. I mean, they haven't done that since the opening drive of the game. Credit to Jay Billingsley putting the ball through the uprights, but I'm going to go score a touchdown here and start to kind of break the back.
There's a little bit of juice on this UTEP sideline here. Again, obviously they're pumped up after that touchdown. Doesn't always translate to the defense, but nonetheless, that's not what you want to see.
Well, defense has kept them in the game.
Yeah.
It's bend but don't break.
Liberty not rushing the ball as well in the second half either. Here's Ethan Vasco, designed run for him. He's met at the line of scrimmage after a gain of 2 on the left hash. Liberty first half averaging 4 yards a rush, under 3 yards a rush here in the second half. Neil Campbell on the stop out of Indiana Wesleyan in a IA school. Number of these transfers on UTEP have come below the FBS level. Second down and 8 for Liberty at the Flames 27. Working on a 19-8 lead with 11:01 left. Snap to Vasco. Handoff. Caden Williams the carry. Straining for yardage. He picks up nothing. Although he falls forward. K.D. Johnson, defensive lineman, on the stop.
Nice job by Johnson getting Williams there in the backfield, just not able to quite pull away from that to get any positive yardage.
He's a tough man to bring down. It's 3rd and 8. Little momentum now, it seems, in the Sun Bowl.
Feeling it.
Fans are trying to get into the game here for UTEP. This is 3rd and 8. Liberty has not been great on 3rd down tonight. Vasco in the shotgun. Liberty just 2 of 14 on 3rd down tonight. This is 3rd and 8. Snap to Ethan, throws over the middle, crossing pattern, caught, and a first down at the 42-yard line. This is Casey Kane on the catch over the middle. Picks up around 13 as Neil Campbell brings him down.
So many wide receiver weapons available to Ethan Vasco. Just haven't been able to see him here the last couple of games, but nice pitch and catch.
And for Casey Kane, that is his first catch. 10 receivers have been targeted here tonight. First and 10 for Liberty up at the Flames 41, leading 19-8. Snap to Ethan, handoff to Caden Williams, trying to sweep right and just could not get there. Stop made by Jaden Wilson. He's working on a double-digit tackle game. There's an injured UTEP minor down below. Jaden Wilson has 15 tackles in this game.
Wow.
That is well beyond his career high. 15 tackles. And we'll take a timeout for the injury. 19-8 Liberty, 9:24 left in the Sun Bowl. We'll be back for more fourth quarter action after this timeout from Van Wagner.
Hey, you look like you could use an app. No, not a nap, an app. The Liberty Flames mobile app. It's your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news and your favorite teams, upcoming schedules. You can buy and download tickets to the next games and listen to podcasts and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcast. It's all on your new app, the Liberty Flames mobile app. And of course, it's free from the App Store or Google Play. Get it. At this time, the app will no longer make you a sandwich.
The countdown to kickoff is on. Whether you're a lifelong Flames fan or just jumping on the bandwagon, be early, be loud, and wear red. The Liberty Bookstore is an official destination for licensed Flames gear like Nike, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and Cutter & Buck. The Liberty Bookstore also offers tailgating supplies and games including cornhole, tailgate tents, and handcrafted steel fire pits. The Liberty Bookstore is located across from Williams Stadium and online at libertyflames.com.
Lynchburg Nissan has been a proud supporter of Liberty University and an underwriting partner with The Journey. Lynchburg Nissan is thankful for the community support for over 27 years and is committed to supporting community organizations like the Salvation Army. They offer new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Information for Lynchburg Nissan is available at lynchburgnissan.com. Thank you again for supporting your local Nissan dealer, Lynchburg Nissan.
9:24 to go in the Sun Bowl here in El Paso. Liberty on top of UTEP 19-8. Nick Pierce with you on the Carter Bank and Trust sideline. And in the fourth quarter this year, Flames call it the Flames quarter. Last year, it was 124 to 69 point advantage for the Flames, just 41-41 this year. You look at what UTEP's done in the fourth quarter, you would think with the time of possession being an issue for them all year, this would not be a good quarter for them. They've actually outscored their opponent in the fourth quarter 39-34. But here's a stat that makes everyone feel good. Jamie Chadwell teams, when leading after three quarters, have won 45 straight football games. Chadwell has not lost a game in which his team has led going into the fourth since 2017. That was at Arkansas.
Liberty also hasn't trailed in this game. Last time they haven't done that against UTEP. 19 straight games they've trailed, but not tonight. Second down, Vasco in the pocket, looking to run, slides.
That might, first. That's a flag. That's double flags. That's going to be targeting, I think.
Okay, but look, we've seen this before with Ethan. Feet first. Where were we? Jack State?
Yep.
Didn't get a flag thrown.
Right.
This one comes out here. I don't know what the difference is.
Personal foul, late hit with targeting.
Yep.
Defense number 48. That play is under review.
It looked to me like Vasco went into the slide, and then the defender came in and led with the crown of his helmet. There was helmet-to-helmet contact from what I saw. So I was fully expecting a flag, and then two of them came out right there. Now, like you said, we'll see when they go to replay.
Okay, now my fault. Let me back up here. That's correct He went head first at Jack State.
Yeah. When you're
same thing, and if you go head first, you're not defenseless.
Was it Jack State or Bowling Green?
It was one of those two. Forgot.
I think it was Bowling Green, but you're right.
This, by textbook, yes.
Because they coach quarterbacks to come in third base slide, whatever you want to call it.
But he used to go head first.
Right.
And that's an adjustment that I think he's made. I mean, they've talked about it, especially coming off the injury. Hey, we need you healthy.
Got to. Yeah.
And this is Micah Davey, the leading tackler for UTEP.
So, again, if this is upheld, he's got to sit out next week. First half next week, right?
Yep, next Wednesday at Sam Houston.
There is no foul for targeting.
Oh, wow.
The personal foul, late hit will be enforced. 15 yards, automatic first down.
Okay.
Just didn't hit him in the head.
He did.
Still a late hit.
But he did. Have you guys seen the replay?
We're looking at it. We have a delayed feed up here.
Scotty Walden has an opinion.
Woo. It was definitely a late hit. I saw helmet to helmet.
And again, they look at it here and a control center in Pittsburgh, with the final call coming from Pittsburgh. 1st and 10 for the UTEP 45. Liberty leading 19-8. Handoff to Williams. Little hesitant on the last couple of times he's run the football. And he's had a couple of Navy jerseys bearing down on him. 8.5 to play in the ball game. 19-8 Liberty. Jaden Wilson, his 16th tackle of the game for UTEP.
Yeah, I think Williams just trying to find a hole, and there's nothing there, so he's getting swallowed up pretty quick in that backfield.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 at the Liberty 48. 19-8 Liberty, 8:16 to play in the ball game. Basco shotgun. Williams to his right. Wing right is Jenkins. One receiver each way. Handoff to Williams up the middle. He's fighting for yardage. Picks up around 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Tackle made by Cole Gustafson. First time we've called his name. Defensive lineman out of Rockland, California. 19-8 Liberty. 7:45 to play. UTEP with 3 timeouts. Liberty's got 2. This is 3rd and 9. From the UTEP 44. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Ball inside the left hash. UTEP showing blitz. There's the snap to Vasco. No blitz. Vasco, left sideline throw over the shoulder, incomplete. At the 10-yard line. Intended for Casey Kane. Neil Campbell on the coverage. To bring up 4th down and 9, and right decision to punt it here, pin him deep.
I heard Max Morgan say this is one of his favorite things to do here, so we'll see what he can do.
Max Morgan tonight working on a 51-yard per punt average, a season high for him. He is number 1 all-time in punting average at Liberty, 42 yards per punt in his career. This one hits it high. Pins it inside the 5, takes a right angle turn, and the Flames cannot get it. Touchback.
So close.
Oh, man. Timeout on the field, 7:09 left. 19-8 Liberty. UTEP ball at the 20-yard line. We come back after this from Van Wagner.
The Journey is sponsored in part by A.G. Jefferson Opticians of Lynchburg, locally owned and operated since 1940. A.G. Jefferson specializes in prescription eyeglasses, contacts, sunglasses, and children's eyewear. They also provide adjustments and repairs, accept most insurances, and welcome senior citizens and college students. Located at the intersection of Wards Road and Sheffield Drive in Lynchburg, A.G. Jefferson Opticians can be reached at 434-846-3937 or at agjeffersoneyeglasses.com.
Liberty Flames football on WRVL Lynchburg, WBOP Buffalo Gap, WVRI Clifton Forge, WVTW HD3 Charlottesville, WKHK HD3 Richmond, WHRO HD3 Norfolk, WVRL Elizabeth City, WVRA Field Rocky Mount, WVRD Zebulon, WRH Carolina, WVRP Roanoke Rapids.
Bojangles is an underwriting partner of this Liberty Flame Sports Network broadcast On the Journey. Bojangles is a regional restaurant chain founded in 1977 with locations throughout the Lynchburg area, including Wards Road and Timberlake Road. Bojangles serves chicken, fixins, and biscuits made at each location. Thanks to Bojangles for their support of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner. Bojangles, it's bow time.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carilion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarilionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
.709 left in the fourth. 19-8 Liberty. UTEP with the drive here at the 20-yard line. Moving right to left as we play here at the Sun Bowl. What's that riff?
I don't know, but I like it.
I bet Jamie Hall would know. That's ESPN right there.
ESPN, yeah.
First down 10. Crazy train. Locklear in the pocket. Will run out the numbers 20, 30. Dives ahead to the 35. And looking no flags. Gain of 15 for Skylar Locklear. This game not over quite yet.
No.
New Spurlock, linebacker, transfer from Florida, made the stop. Locklear spearheading this offense. Play action. He will throw over the middle. Caught by Schutz, who just caught the two-point conversion. Tackle made by Joseph Carter, pardon me. Also Devin Henderson out there. Christian Biden is back in there defensively for Liberty. Second down throw over the middle on the hash. Tackle made by Eli Hopkins on the catch made by Schutz on the far side numbers. It'll be 3rd and 1. UTEP to the line at the Miners 45. Empty backfield for Locklear. He's got 3 receivers short side to his right. Now they send Schutz in motion to the left. The running back Wilson goes in motion. A lot of window dressing here on 3rd and 1. Locklear hands off Wilson to his right. I don't think he got there. No, sir. Brenton Williams on that defensive left. The Joker knocked down. 4th down and 1 coming up for UTEP.
Oh, fantastic read, AY. You talked about the window dressing. Flames defense wasn't fooled at all. And again, this is a huge possession right here for Liberty defense.
Yeah, Brenton Williams there. Also think might have been Ethan Crisp helping out on that as well. 4th and an inch. It's literally 4th and an inch for UTEP. Don't jump off sides. They got the dojo sign up. Snap. Hand off. I don't know. Ethan Crisp was there. I don't know. Crisp, the linebacker, got to the running back at the line of scrimmage.
You got a measure?
Yeah, they're going to probably measure.
The line judge, it's close. The line judge is
first down Liberty.
Behind the 45.
Look at there.
Not even going to measure Ethan Crisp. Big time play on 4th and inches.
Shall we call that a rodeo tackle out here in West Texas? Wow.
Defense. Bowing its neck there on 4th down.
What a stop.
Well, here's my question. Why are you handing the ball off behind the quarterback when you're
Please reset the game clock to 5:09.
To the last guy in the backfield.
Yeah, that's head scratching.
So Liberty will take over in plus territory.
Slow developing play with everyone on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Thanks.
So first down, handoff. This is going to be Von Blue. He'll pick up a couple in between the hash marks. 2nd down and 7. Gain of 3. Cody Lowe. Safety from Coleman, Florida, on the stop for UTEP. After 4 years at West Florida. 2nd down, 7. 4:39 left in the ball game. 19-8 Liberty. 4-man rush for the Miners. Vasco shotgun. Aaron Fenimore snaps it back. Vasco back to throw. Rifles it left side. Great catch going out of bounds at the 30-yard line by Austin Henderson. Outside of his touchdown catch against BYU in 2022, that's probably the best catch of that 6-year senior's career.
Phenomenal catch there by Austin Henderson. Nice job in awareness of the sideline, but tight ropes that, reaches out with that long frame and gets the first down.
Shout out and love to the tight ends out there in NCAA football.
Hey, he'll catch a pass for you. He'll put your Christmas lights up, too.
He certainly will. He might renovate our hardwoods in our house coming up in November.
Got his own business.
First down and 10 to go from the 31 of UTEP. We love Austin Henderson. He is
a great person.
One of many great guys on this team. Option Vasco, quarterback keeper. Runs up in the middle of the car wash. They're all covered now with the cement coverings and all the neon lights. And now some pushing and shoving. At least my car wash is in Forest. Solo Barnes on the solo tackle.
Timeout, UTEP. That's their first. 30 seconds.
So UTEP calls timeout. 3:42 left. They'll have one more. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Liberty. Speaking of coming up, Liberty at home on Tuesday night against New Mexico State. It'll be the 8th meeting between Liberty and the Aggies. Flames have won 3 in a row, including an epic ball game up in Las Cruces. I say up, it's about an hour north of El Paso. Big play of that game was the hit by Quentin Reese, the strip sack and fumble, and C.J. Pizzell Jr., the scoop and score. 2nd down, 6 at the UTEP 27. Liberty leading 19-8. Snap to Vasco, hands off. Vaughn Blue working on a career night. Minimal gain, maybe 1. To bring up 3rd down.
Timeout, UTEP. That's their second. 30 seconds.
Vaughn Blue tonight, career high 17 carries. He is still not up to his career high yet. Elijah Baldwin on the tackle. We'll bring up 3rd and 5. Maybe that'll get him there. They haven't updated the stats yet.
Just good to see some of these running backs get some time on the field here again, and certainly see him back to healthy and pick up some positive yardage tonight on the ground for the Liberty rushing offense.
19-8 Liberty. Liberty scored on its opening drive 94 yards. And a lot of flow offensively. And then got a couple of field goals. And only 2 field goals here in the second half. 3rd down and 4. You'd love to see the Flames get in the end zone here.
Absolutely.
At the UTEP 25. Here comes the blitz. Wholesale. Vasco escapes to his left. Throws towards the end zone. Incomplete. Dante Lee was there, but Vasco was running for his life.
Yeah, the pocket just kind of collapsed there, but they brought the absolute house there, did UTEP's defense, and Vasco rolled out to the left, did only thing he could do, really. Didn't miss it by much.
Just ran out of room.
Yeah.
Yasmin Green on the coverage. And here comes Jay Billingsley out. 43-yard attempt in between the hashes into the wind here in El Paso. Good snap, good hold. Kick a lot of leg. It's up, and it is no good. Wide left. So UTEP will take over after the field goal miss. Join us for the postgame show. It'll be brought to you by Coca-Cola when we're done here. Nick Pierce will be inside the Flames locker room. A couple of years ago, it's on social media. Liberty went undefeated. They had a lot of celebrations. They had a mariachi band in the locker room here at the Sun Bowl. They are 320 away from a win again. And a fun locker room celebration. Locklear under pressure. Sneaks out of the pocket, runs up the middle, and he's all the way up to the 38-yard line. He'll pick up around 13 yards on that. Joe Carter on the stop for Liberty.
A little sense of urgency here for this UTEP offense.
Locklear back to throw on first down. Lobs it up top right sideline. Overthrows his intended wideout, which was Trayvon Tate. Devin Henderson had the coverage. Second down and 10 to go. 19-8 Liberty, 2:50 left.
Locklear's obviously showing that propensity to scramble and run and has a awareness to do it this late in the ball game. Flames really need to play contain on him and keep an eye on where he's at.
He started the game. He came in relief of Malachi Nelson. Their last game against Louisiana Tech. Bulldogs in that game had 2 pick sixes to open up that game and a 30-11 win here at the Sun Bowl. Locklear back to throw, second down and 10, up top again. And again off the target at the 35-yard line. Henderson again on the coverage.
Nice job by the Flames defensive line. Once again, got some pressure on Locklear to kind of throw that off his back foot, and it just sailed on him.
3rd 10, 19-8 Liberty. 2:45 left. I'm starting to analyze this game a little bit as we get ready for the post game and how much the defense has played well here tonight. UTEP not giving up. They scored a couple of drives ago. But Liberty had a 4-and-out defensively last time. Here's Locklear, 3rd and 10, shuffles over to the left, throws it up top, and it's picked off by Liberty. Intercepted at the 40-yard line. Their second pick. And it's Eldrick Griffin. Flags are all over the lot, though, at the line of scrimmage. There's a couple of offensive linemen that are down, kind of wobbling up now. And Mike Jarvis trying to pull away Bryce Dixon. But as of now, Eldrick Griffin has his first career interception for Liberty. Second takeaway of the night.
Really nice read by Griffin there. Kind of played center field on that ball and just waited for it to come down to him.
After the interception, illegal blindside block, defense number 99, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Bryce Dixon, defensive lineman. This throw was 30 yards down the field, and he's setting up the block for somebody and did one of those lookout blocks that haven't been allowed in years. I credit the effort for wanting to block 40 yards up the field for Eldrick, but he can't do that.
Didn't quite need that yet.
No.
Or at all.
So second takeaway of the ball game for Liberty, +2 on the turnover battle here tonight. And at the 27, Liberty will take over, 2:37 left. UTEP does have one timeout. There's a handoff to Von Blue. And I think now he does have his career high. Von Blue tonight with his
timeout.
17th carry.
That's their third, 30 seconds.
Jaden Wilson on the stop. He's got as many tackles as Von Blue does carries tonight. For UTEP. Jaden Wilson, that's his 17th tackle. Matter of fact, there are 3 double-digit tacklers for UTEP. Joseph Carter has 11 for Liberty. But
on top of having that game tonight, Jaden Wilson, he also came in tied with Neil Campbell for 4.5 TFLs as a team. These guys are playing their guts out tonight.
What do we think about Ethan Vasco tonight? 19 for 33, 243 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. He's run for 27 yards, has a rushing touchdown. Managed the game well. Here's Von Blue around the left side on the numbers. Look at him burst. Oh, man, up past the 40. Picks up around 18 yards with 2:21 left.
Yeah, those edge rushes tonight have been where the gaps in the defense have been. Nice read by Von Blue. He's really put together a nice ball game tonight.
A tackle made by Echo Taylor. And now if you're Liberty, just stay in bounds. And
that's the 2-minute timeout.
And now Jamie Chadwell having fun with Brad Queen, his chief of staff, on the Jumbotron. Are they looking at the post-game menu, maybe? No, I'm joking. They're looking at some play sheet.
I was going to say, it almost looks like they're letting Brad call the plays.
19-8. Liberty will take a timeout. 2-minute warning here in El Paso. We'll be back for the finish after this on Van Wagner.
Liberty Athletics would like to thank Carter Bank for their support of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Carter Bank offers customized banking strategies and services for individuals and families. Carter Bank branches are located throughout Virginia and North Carolina, including 6 in the Lynchburg area. Carter Bank can be reached at carterbank.com. Thank you, Carter Bank, for your underwriting support of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is proud to present today's post-game report on the radio. On your way home, the Liberty Flames Sports Network will go inside the locker room and bring you the post-game thoughts from the Liberty Flames student-athletes and head coach. More information on Coca-Cola is available at Coca-Cola.com. Coca-Cola is a proud supporter of Liberty Athletics.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. The dental team at Crossroads Family Dentistry, Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts provide services from standard checkups to complex restorative dentistry services. They also accept most dental insurances. Crossroads is located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brauburgers and can be reached at 434-363-9422 and at crossroadsfamilydentistryva.com.
2 minutes left from the Sun Bowl. 19-8 Liberty leading UTEP. Liberty, up until tonight, has trailed in their last 19 games. The last time Liberty led wire to wire was 2 years ago here at UTEP. A 42-28 victory over the Miners. And we're almost having history repeat itself with 2 minutes left. Jamie Chadwell up on the big screen, Liberty head coach. And now Scotty Walden with his orange, kind of like soccer shirt, looks like. It's got Sun City written on it. Liberty going into victory formation. Ethan Vasco will take the snap, goes to a knee. UTEP cannot stop the clock. It'll be a loss of 2, second down and 8. And Liberty has 25 seconds on the play clock, 1:35 on the game clock, leading 19-8.
Some John going on down there.
Yep. Liberty, last year or 2 years ago, Nick, you were on a trip. I was down there in the locker room. I'm kind of jealous of you right now. 1:17 to play. Vasco under center takes it to a knee.
Well, I don't think we got the mariachi band with us.
Hey.
It'll be a little different.
You can let us know. All right, 1 minute to play. It's now 3rd down and 14. And Liberty will have to snap it one more time.
Well, a little post-game tease coming up. We'll have quarterback Ethan Vasco.
Awesome.
And also we'll talk to linebacker Joseph Carter, leading tackler tonight.
All right.
And, of course, Coach Chapwell. Post-game reaction coming up on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
You can check that out on our Liberty Flames mobile app, our statewide Journey Network. One more snap for Liberty, and it will be good night from El Paso. There's the knee, and Liberty is going to get in and get a win. And now the officials having to break up the teams here.
Yeah, some jawing, typically the case on those kneel downs.
As the game clock now goes inside 10 seconds, and count them down. And still the officials are between these teams. And the head coaches will shake hands with everybody. Now the officials have just made their way out of the stadium. And now Austin Henderson leading his way through some of the handshakes here. And the coaches now in between the teams. It looks cordial.
Well, you got 100-some people out there. There's maybe 10 of them that are ticked off.
Yeah. Competitors, and it's a frustrating game if you're the Miners.
And Liberty wins it 19-8 here at the Sun Bowl. So Liberty improves to 2-4, 1-1 in conference. UTEP loses its 4th straight game. The Miners now 1-5 and 0-2 in Conference USA play. Still a slow kind of dissolve here of teams. They're not going their separate ways yet. As now they start to kind of thin out. Liberty will go to its right. UTEP will walk up to its multiple locker rooms in the Sun Bowl to our left. Austin Henderson saluting the Sun Bowl faithful here. And Austin had a good game, couple of catches for him, and more importantly, a Liberty win 19-8. We'll unpack it on the Coca-Cola postgame show coming up on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Journey is sponsored in part by ServPro of Lynchburg. When there is fire, water, or mold damage to your home or business, ServPro provides 24-hour emergency cleaning and restoration services. ServPro of Lynchburg is thankful to God for their faithful employees and customers, and also for the ministry of The Journey. ServPro can be reached at 434-525-9559 and in the business directory at myjourneyfm.com.
Since 1946, Southern Air has provided HVAC, plumbing, and electrical design, build,
So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
Thompson Brooks Insurance is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames athletics. Thompson Brooks Insurance helps individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding life and health insurance, Medicare, and retirement planning. Thompson Brooks Insurance can be reached at 434-385-8500 or online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance. Planning today for tomorrow.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. A complete recap of today's game is just around the corner, including highlights and live reaction from the Liberty Flames and head coach Jamie Chadwell. Once again, back to the stadium.
And tonight from the Sun Bowl, Liberty gets in, gets a win, and we're getting out 19-8. Flames win it tonight over UTEP. Head coach Jamie Chadwell is on with the national TV broadcast on CBS. We'll get with the coach coming up in a little bit, Jason Porter. But Liberty now 2-4, 1-1 in the league. A little momentum coming home for the guys. I did an interview today. You've worked in sports. When you get a short work week and you get national TV exposure midweek, you love that. Liberty is going to lose a little time coming home with the time change. But Tuesday game, New Mexico State, they're loving that. I can't imagine what's going on in that locker room right now with the celebration. But much needed shot in the arm tonight. Liberty played well, specifically defensively. Yeah. But Liberty did pretty much what they did offensively, what they needed to. Got 4 field goals. Would like to see more touchdowns, but you'll take this any day that ends in Y after what's happened back in most of September, early October, but big win for the Liberty here tonight.
I think this is just kind of one of those monkeys you sort of shake off your back here and realize you're back in the right column of where you should be. But, man, yeah, huge shout-out to the defensive side of the ball for the Flames tonight. But offensively, again, the Flames were able to just about do whatever they wanted, and it was great to see just the game management, I think is kind of the phrase we were using on Ethan Vasco, to have him back. Watch the way he managed the offense, made some smart plays when the looks weren't there, got rid of the ball, and just a really complete game. Great showing, too, by the special teams side for the Flames also.
A couple of things statistically. Defensively, their best night all season long. Season low 167 yards given up. That's a UTEP low by a lot offensively for them. Time of possession, 37-13 to 2010. Dominated by Liberty. No turnovers for the Flames. They had 2 takeaways. They had 3 sacks. Sacks to give back, brought to you by Food Line, by the way. 8 tackles for loss. So defensively, they just played really, really good football tonight. I know that's going to make Kyle Krantz and the defensive staff sleep a bit better here tonight.
Yeah, and we talked about the importance of the offensive line protecting Vasco tonight, too. Only giving up 3 sacks total, which was
only one.
I'm sorry, one. Yep, which was a huge part of our key to the game tonight also.
Liberty offensively, again, Ethan Vasco managed the game. 19 for 33, 243 yards. Von Blue, career high, 79 yards rushing tonight on 18 carries. Picking up the load that Evan Dickens wasn't able to play here tonight. And by far, 11 receivers were targeted tonight. And let's do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 11 made at least 1 catch, including Jamari Person with a game-high 5. So game plan-wise, stuff to build on offensively, receiver-wise.
Oh, the receiver-wise, I mean, how do you scout that, right? All of a sudden there's 11 guys that were targets tonight. So if you're New Mexico State, you're going, all right, who do we key in on?
Looking forward to hearing from Jamie Chadwell and the Flames inside the locker room. Again, they'll be in there with Nick. They'll hear from Ethan Vasco, Liberty quarterback, also Joe Carter as well. And those will be our Thompson Brooks Insurance players of the game. Defensively, again, a lot of momentum looking ahead. Joe Carter had 11 stops. Liberty sacks tonight. Corey Jones had a decleater in the second half. Bryce Dixon and Joe Strickland had a sack as well. And again, special teams wise, tip of the cap to Jay Billingsley 4 of 5 from field goals, including a 50-yarder here tonight in the third quarter. And Max Morgan, when he was called on to punt, averaging nearly 50 yards per punt. So all in all, a get-right game. You win.
Yep.
You go to 1-1 feeling good about going back home. And now you got the back end of the schedule in your favor. 4 of the final 6 games at home. That'll be great. And looking forward to it. But looking forward to hearing what the Flames say in the locker room after the game here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is just going to be chalked up as a really solid team win, and again, just great game management overall. Good play calling tonight too by the coaching staff. Also,
so a couple of superlatives to bring you before we sign off here. We told you about our Thompson Brooks Insurance players of the game. We'll hear from them coming up. Ethan Vasco and Joe Carter. Our Freedom First Credit Union defensive plays of the game. Again, Liberty with a couple of takeaways, including 2 interceptions. Eldrick Griffin, Liberty defensive back, had one. And Jaquavius Marshall, the transfer from Kentucky, a 70-yard interception return to end the first half. Not for a touchdown, but a long one nonetheless. And Liberty, again, with those 3 sacks and 8 tackles for loss. They were in the backfield a lot here tonight. And those tackles for loss, a season high. So, big-time win for Liberty, and our defensive plays of the game brought to you by Freedom First Credit Union. Appreciate the time, Jason. Nice job tonight. Look forward to catching up on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, JP, Jason Porter with us here tonight. And I want to thank Jamie Hall and Cody Whitman for their help as well here in the booth as well. Lots to come on the Coca-Cola post-game show. Jason Prill will take you home the rest of the way. We're gathering sound from the Flames locker room and some scoreboard checks, highlights as well, and final stats coming from Jason Prill back in our Lynchburg studio. Appreciate those tuning in tonight on the radio, the Liberty Flames mobile app, and our video stream as well. Can't do it without you guys, and appreciate the company here tonight. That'll do it for us here live at the Sun Bowl. Still a lot to come on the Coca-Cola postgame show coming up inside our Lynchburg studio. Lynchburg feeling good tonight. I don't know if the tower is lit. I'm hoping it is on campus at Liberty. Anyway, the Flames lit it up tonight. 19-8 the win, and Liberty goes to 1-1 in Conference USA. For our entire crew here in El Paso, I'm Alan York. It'll be a short week for us as we get set for Tuesday night on the mountain, New Mexico State, 7 o'clock kickoff. Our pregame show comes your way at 5:30. That'll do it for us in the Sun Bowl. Jason Prill the rest of the way from our Lynchburg studio after this timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What are the QBs doing down here? Ours? Yeah. Where? The goal line. They're doing something with their phones. They're probably posting something, but they're doing, it's all 4 of burgers in there too. Yeah. Just doing something silly or something, whatever. Way to run the show with no power, Cody. Yes.